All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Canada. And now for the match that a lot of you have been waiting for. Now, Fernandez is still playing, but she is up a set and almost 2-1. So Eala should be coming on very shortly. Now, I'll tell you, there's some madness going on. I wanted to watch Noskova, but unfortunately, we just didn't get the schedule proper. But Noskova is losing. She is down a set and a break against McNally. 3-love in the second, McNally. So that's a massive upset. Wimbledon champion in trouble. What else has happened? Medvedev is down a set and a break as well. He's in big trouble. Hashanov is down match points against Atman. He's in trouble. Menchik is into a third set against Fernley. Fernandez is up a set and 2-1. Joint is 7 for the first set against Castella. What else has happened since we've been gone? Samsonova took out Krejcikova. And Mertens took out Bondare, but that's about it. So yeah, we got some madness. We've already lost Zverev. FAA withdrew. Fritz lost. And now Noskova on the ropes. So it's getting crazy. It is getting crazy. But this is the Eala versus Parks, which is a rematch from this year's Australian Open first round. Eala won the first set 6-love, and then Parks came back with a vengeance. She is, and I'm going to say this until she proves me right, Parks is intense. She is best server in the world, biggest server in the world. Maybe not the best. Best server is debatable, but she has the hardest serve in the world, and it is lethal. It is lethal. And we saw that at the start of the year when she took on Eala, and we've seen her play Gauff a couple of times as well. But yeah, Parks her serve is a monster. So let's see if it's on point today. Eala's gonna have to work super hard to try and defend it. But also Parks does hit a lot of errors, which is where Eala has the opportunity to get the win here, and then possibly play McNally in a couple of days' time, who is not, by the way, if you're thinking like, oh, yay, no Noskova, McNally's no joke either. McNally has got the same style as Noskova, has that sort of Mertens, Noskova, sort of big serve, and she can also volley. She's got some variety. So if you are an Eala fan and you're thinking McNally is better than playing against Noskova, you're right. Noskova is tougher, but McNally is no joke. She is very, very dangerous. So either way, Eala's still got to get through some danger. Plus, Eala will be the favorite against McNally, which will favor McNally, right? Being the underdog, not have nothing to lose, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting the next couple of matches for Eala because things have changed. Winning that 500, things have changed. She's no longer the underdog. In fact, last week when she played, I think in like most of her matches she was the underdog. I think even against Zhang in the first round, she was the underdog, which is mind-boggling now. So yeah, Eala was, I think she was the favorite against Fernandez, or maybe Svitolina. She was the favorite against one of those two. But she was the underdog against everybody else. And she thrives as the underdog, right? We know that when she's the favorite, obviously more pressure, but when she's the underdog, nothing to lose. She was the slight favorite against Fernandez, but she was the underdog against Zhang, against Svitolina, against Osaka, and of course against Pegula. So yeah, last time she was this much of a favorite against a player was, and won, was last year. She hasn't beaten somebody as the massive favorite for a long time. Slight favorite, she has beaten some players. She did beat, correct that. She did beat Zarazua and Joint as the heavy favorite in Wimbledon, but on a hard court, it's been a long time because back in Miami, she was a slight favorite against Sigismund and Lynette, or she was the favorite. She wasn't the heavy favorite. She was underdog against a bunch of players as well. Where else? So yeah, and then when she played Parks, she was the favorite, and she obviously lost that one. So yeah, it's been a minute on a hard court since Eala's been this heavily favored. So the pressure is on. This is where the pressure starts, you know. Expected to win. If Noskova loses, she's expected to make the fourth round now, Eala, right? And that wasn't a thing, you know, 2 months ago. By the way, if we are going to dream big with Eala, let's say Noskova does lose to McNally and Eala gets through McNally, the draw then means that she'll play Bencic or Townsend. Very tough either way. Two different players, but very tough either way. Bencic is probably the harder opponent because of the way she plays. She's aggressive. But Bencic also, I think, has some injury troubles. So Townsend, though, is a bit more of an all-court sort of serve and volley. She can mix it up. And a fellow lefty as well. So, yeah, not an easy draw. And then if you want to dream a little bit bigger, you've got a Jovic or maybe Gauff quarterfinal, if we're going to make it that far. But first things first, got to play Parks, got to beat Parks. Got to get that one back. And then potentially take on Noskova. But Noskova's going to have to come back from the dead because she is so far back. She's a set and a breakdown. How are we doing, chat? Are we ready? How nice is it to watch matches that are not at midnight? The other fans must have got a lovely night's sleep, and now it's like, oh, I'm having breakfast and I'm watching this. Perfect. Must be the best. I stayed up all night. Well, not really. Half the night because we're watching other matches. But, yeah, finally, Eala fans get to wake up to watch Eala in the morning, not in the stupid o'clock. I am keen to see how Eala looks physically as well after the... because not only was it a physical week last week, it was also emotional, right? So let's see how much she's got left in the tank emotionally after a tough... that final was over 2 days. That would have drained her for sure. You know, even though she came back strong in the second day, it still would have been, you know, winning the biggest trophy of your career. You know, all the photos and stuff that they come with it. So, yeah. I didn't have any cannolis, Deb. Sorry. No cannolis. Fernandez at 2-0 in the second. Sad for FA not playing because untimely injury. Yeah. Fritz and Sasha too. Yeah. This tournament is blown wide open. If Medvedev loses, even more so, right? I mean, Medvedev would be a lot of people's suggestion. You know, be like, oh, well, what about Medi? He's still there. Yeah, but he might lose too. Then who do you pick? Shelton, defending champion? Maybe. I'd say Fernandez has got the whole of Canada on her shoulders because everybody else is out. I think she's the only Canadian left. Everybody else is gone. 4-1 McNally over Noskova. Crazy. I'll tell you, Noskova's got that Wimbledon hangover. It's a morning now in the Philippines, so they should be good. No overnight watch party this time. Hell yeah. No late night tonight. You just have to cancel work this morning. I'm coming in late. I'm coming into work late. I'll see you at lunchtime. I'm having a half day. I'm coming in late. I've got an appointment. I'm gonna come in halfway. I'm gonna come in the morning. I'll be there at lunch, about midday. I'll be there. I think Mboko could have played. I was watching Mboko's movements, literally her movement, when she was doing the presentation at the start of the tournament. I think they did like a celebration of her or something. And she didn't seem to be having any trouble with the knee. It didn't look like she was like, I mean, I didn't notice any, well, she would be on crutches if she had surgery, right? So, I don't know. It seems like Mboko might just be pulling out precaution, rather than her actually being, you know, out for the whole season. Because otherwise, I mean, unless they hid the crutches really well, she didn't seem to be that, like, I couldn't tell because she was wearing trousers, so you couldn't see whether or not her knee was strapped up, but it didn't seem like she was hampered by that. She's not playing at this stage. She's not playing the US Open. She's not on the entry list, so Yeah, maybe she's just like, yeah, maybe no surgery, just rehab. I moved all my meetings to noontime. There, that's it. Committed. That's the way. That is the way. All right, Fernandez a 3-2 in the second. You're right, Ham. I'm coming into work late. Yeah, the whole of the Philippines are taking. They're coming in half time. We're coming in halfway through. No, not. Even your boss is probably like, yeah. We're not opening until 12 anyway. The whole country is closed until midday. We're starting at midday. That's when the day starts today. All right, Fernandez 3-2. By the way, packed stadium for Fernandez, but obviously they're going to stick around for Eala. At least some of them. Maybe not all of the players, but all of the fans. But there's a lot of Canadian flags around, which is good to see. They did us think they were super smart doing it this way, putting Eala on after Fernandez makes a lot of sense. Plus, there's also that connection. You know, we talk about Fernandez. You know, has the Philippines connection. So, yeah, it's a very they've done a very good job. The schedule has been a very good schedule tonight. Because I don't think, no disrespect, but I don't think Andreeva or Pegula would have got the same reception. So they sold these tickets like 4 days ago, like way before when the draw come out. They were like, "Oh, Eala's playing on this day." They announced it days ago, before we even knew who she was going to play, which is kind of unheard of. No offices and schools today in the Philippines because of a storm. Oh, really? Is that true? Is that what happens? You don't go to school if it's storming? Parks better block out the crowd. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how Parks deals with this. Because we saw what happened in Australia. She didn't like what was happening, and didn't think that it was going to be so one-sided. But yeah, she didn't appreciate it. But this time she knows what's coming. She knows that this crowd's going to be pro Eala. So let's see how she goes about it. Parks is a scary player. You don't want to piss her off. You do not want to piss Parks off. Like, that's the thing. Part of the thing that might have actually hurt Eala in Australia was the fact that the crowd were going so crazy that Parks was like, all right, lock in, let's go. And like use it as a weapon against them, right? You know, use that frustration and that anger. I mean, Parks already hits the ball hard enough. You don't need to give her a reason. You know? You don't need to poke the bear, so to speak, right? You don't need to give her motivation, right? But they'll give her motivation if they're going to start getting loud. She double faults, they make a noise. She's going to be like, all right. She's going to serve like a 250-kilometer-an-hour ace. That's what's going to happen. And that's not what Eala needs. She doesn't need Park serving bombs like that. She doesn't need that. The bright side for Noskova is she lost right after the first round bye last year in Canada. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm not super surprised that Noskova is struggling. Plus, also McNally's legit. You know, I don't think McNally's not random. McNally is. I mean, I just saw a video of on the channel from 2019 when we're talking about Gauff and McNally coming up together and how they were the future. And McNally hasn't quite reached the levels of Gauff, but it's that's it. That's that. You know, McNally's had this. It's been a long time coming, and she's slowly getting there. But getting a win over a Wimbledon champion, that's a huge deal. And again, not having to play. Having nothing to lose against Eala. If she plays Parks, that's a different story. But McNally versus Eala, It's Eala. Eala's the fave. Fernandez breaks 4-2. Perfect timing, chat. And Canada need this. They need a win because so much is going. So much is. So many players have not made it. McNally has had so many injuries and bad luck. Yeah. Yeah, McNally's got match point. Wow. Very interesting. It's Eala's section of the draw now, at least for this this part of the draw. Until the 4th round. Damn. Huge win for McNally. What a confidence-boosting win that is. I mean, I even think Alcaraz, when didn't he lose his first match as US Open champion? I'm pretty sure when he won the US Open, he lost the first match after that to Goffin, I think, right? So it's not unusual that a Grand Slam champion will then have a letdown in the next match, even if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. That's huge. All right, so McNally is going to take on Eala if Eala wins. Or she'll take on Parks if Parks wins. Definitely a bonus for Eala. But, like I said, the expectation now is 4th round. So the pressure on Eala just went up. And the fact that Eala hasn't even hit the court yet, and she already knows who her opponent's going to be if she wins today, she got to make sure she doesn't look too far ahead. Bencic is also there, and Bencic is super dangerous. And Townsend is no joke either. I mean, Townsend's not going to muck around. Eala in primetime pandering to her fan base. I mean, of course they're pandering to her fan base. What do you mean? Isn't that what primetime's for? You put the player that everybody wants to see on primetime? What do you mean pandering? Isn't that what that's for? Most popular player, the player with the most interest, put him in primetime. I mean, that's what primetime is for. That's why do you think Fernandez is playing at 7 o'clock? She's not top 10. Because everybody here wants to watch her. So, like, come on now. Of course they're pandering. That's the point. That's why Americans will get center court. That's why the British get center court at Wimbledon. I mean, it's not pandering. It's giving the people what they want. And it'd be stupid for them not to do that. And I think Canada have done a good thing. I think it's a smart idea. Why would you put Eala on court 3 when you know that it's going to be packed out? Like, the point is to put her on center court because she's going to fill the stadium. I mean, you'd be dumb to do it otherwise. Supply and demand, yeah. The demand for Eala is very high. I'd be a little surprised if she got center court of the US Open. I'd be a little surprised if she got center court US Open because, of course, the men are playing as well. But this is a unique situation. This is a women's event, at least in Toronto. So why wouldn't you put her on center court? It's just stupid not to. Plus, she also just won a title. So even, like, the tennis world, outside of the fan base, it's not like she lost the first round last week. And this, that she's in form. She's playing well. Crazy. Noskova lost. I was looking forward to Eala versus Noskova match. Yeah, I was too. I thought that match would be really important right now. But it means Eala can go on a run. Now, if Eala does go on a run here, does she play Cincy? She can't play Cincy if she's got unless she is fine with that and feels good. But I would think that if Eala does, and we've got to get through this match first, but if Eala does go on a bit of a run, I don't know if she needs to play Cincy. But then again, maybe she does. She played a lot before Wimbledon. Yeah, Wimbledon champs are gone. Huge upset day today. Tell us what happened with Carlos. He withdrew from Cincinnati. Dasher is playing better. Yeah, she is. She was playing well today. Raducanu played terrible, but that's beside the point. Dasher played well too. She played well. Yeah, huge audience. Yep, huge crowd. And they'll be fired up with the Fernandez getting it done. Louis Armstrong for sure for Alex. I don't know. I'd be a little surprised first match. Because you got to think of, okay, if she gets Louis Armstrong on, I mean, because you've got to think of all the Americans that are going to get Louis Armstrong, privileges, if that's what you want to call it. Gauff, Pegula, Anisimova, Swiatek, Sabalenka, right? Raducanu. It's kind of a long list. Remember, I think there's only 2 matches on Louis Armstrong on day 1, or day 2, day 3, right? So on the first 3 days, there's only 2 women's matches. So if those players are all spread out, plus not even mentioning like Jovic, right? Do you give her a center court? Osaka is another one, right? So there's a lot of players that are going to be competing for that. So the US Open, I don't know if they'll give Eala center court day, like the first round. Because she is top 20, but she's not. Like, there's a lot of players ahead of her that make more sense. Like I said, Canada's a unique situation. There's no men here, so it's the they can do that. Cincinnati, I don't think that she'll get center court first round. It'll be a little bit different. It just depends on what the schedule looks like, right? Depends on who plays when. So if like a lot of the Americans play day 1 and 2, then Eala plays day 3, maybe they will promote her to that. But they've also got a massive stadium in what's the second court called? Louis Armstrong and Arthur Ashe. Oh, Arthur Ashe is the main stadium, right? Arthur Ashe is the big one. Louis Armstrong's the second big. So maybe they do play. Maybe she does play on Louis Armstrong. But again, like she'll play one of the 2 big courts. She won't get center court, I don't think, day 1. But she might get it in the second, third round if she makes it. I'd be very shocked if she gets like anything lower than court 2. Especially with the turnout that's probably going to rock up tonight. So many Czech players are out already. I know, right? It's crazy. Raining here in the Philippines because of a typhoon. Oh, stay safe. Stay safe. Grandstand is ground pass accessible. Ooh, okay. Maybe they will put her on grandstand because then it depends though. Like, do you put her on grandstand and then the crowd, everyone gets a chance to see her, or do you put her on a center court and then charge everybody to see her? Because like if a ground pass gets you to a grandstand, then putting Eala on there might be a waste if the tournament want to cash in on her popularity, right? If you put her on Louis Armstrong, then they're going to upgrade their tickets, and then you get more out of that, right? The tournament make more money. So I guess that'll be an interesting conversation we have when the draw comes out. It'll be a very interesting to see what they do. I mean, I'm sure the tournament are going to put her on a paid court. And if she plays an American, then no brainer, right? What if she played like Kenin in the first round? She'd be playing on a big court, right? All right. Fernandez, 2 points away. 2 points away. Medvedev's down 4-5. Yeah, he is in big trouble. Medi is in big trouble. All right, Fernandez might have to serve this one out. Yeah, maybe like Sloane Stephens. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That could be real crazy. Yeah, Noskova's gone. Noskova is out. I hope Alex wins. Yeah, it'd be interesting. This is a very important match. Do you think? Why do you think the reason is that Noskova lost? I think one reason is she played against a very tough player. I think McNally has been. We've watched McNally a few times over the last probably 12 months, and she has been very awkward. She played Swiatek a few times. We've watched that. So that's one reason. But the other reason would be like you got to think, put yourself in her shoes. She wins Wimbledon, right? One of the biggest accomplishment in our sport, right? Wimbledon is the number one, right? Everyone wants to win Wimbledon, even if you're a clay courter, right? Nadal even wanted to win Wimbledon, right? That was his he wanted to win that once he won the French. She's gone from doing that to then having to go and play 3 weeks later, right? It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, you've got to go play on court number 3? No, court 2 in a 1,000. A little bit of a downgrade. Not saying that Canada's a bad tournament, but like it's not Wimbledon final. So you got to think of that step down too. And then to try and like get yourself back up after you've just achieved this incredible goal. So she's not the first person to lose after winning winning a slam like that. There is a bit of a hangover as Fernandez wins. Fernandez knows. She knows. She's like, I know you're waiting. We are waiting. Yeah, so a bit of both. Going from playing Mukova in a Grand Slam final in front of the royal family to then going to play on court 2 in Canada against McNally. A little bit different. But also, you got to think the pressure that Noskova is under now. She's a Grand Slam champion. She's a top 10 player, right? All of those things. Now we talk about Eala has a lot more expectation now. So does Noskova. Noskova's a champ. Right? We all expect a lot. I mean, look at Fernandez, for example, right? If she wins the US Open instead of Raducanu, she would have been expected to do a lot more than what she's done over the last 2 years or 4 years, right? But because she was the runner-up, we don't really think we don't expect Fernandez, we don't think like if we look at Fernandez's career over the last 4 years, we don't think that's disappointing. We're like, oh, she's been really solid. But had she have won the US Open, the last 4 years for Fernandez would have been disappointing for a Grand Slam champion. You know what I mean? So the pressure and the expectation on Noskova is so high. And look, there's only going to be like, 6 players that 6 or 7 players ahead of her that if she loses to them, it'll be acceptable. Everybody else she loses to will be a bad loss. Again, that pressure. Just think of that pressure. Now, I can't show the match. I wish I could. Then I could, live my life. But I'm just going to tell you what's going on. But stick around. You'll have a lot of fun. Trust me. Chat, how fun is it to be here? Everybody, I'm not pointing a gun at you. This is just my hand. Everybody, tell everybody else why is it so fun? It's a really fun time. You'll enjoy. And if you don't, you can always just, leave. But also stay. 11 out of 10. Hey, that's a good endorsement. 11 out of 10 fun. There we go. If you like fun, you're in the right place. Fun. That's it. All the fun. All right. Paul versus Roya is on as well. Medvedev is hanging on against Van der Zandschulp and jointed up a set against Castella already. Andreeva won today in straight sets. So she is still there. Love to have fun. Well, you're in the right place. We love having fun too. Super excited to see this one. I'm a fan of Parks too, so I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the Parks serve. I love Parks serve. Parks serve is. Parks got her serve is a one. It feels like a one of one. It's definitely got. It's scary as fuck. Like it's seriously so scary. It scares me, but I mean I like it. It's fun. It's a scary serve, but it's enjoyable. By the way, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Thank you for that. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. And the winner of this will play McNally. Cam, does your cortisol levels argue with REM sleep, making you this around the clock? By far best commentator in the game. That seems never to rest. I got no idea what the first part of that was, but yeah, my doctor says I'm fine, so that's good. My doctor says I'm good, so he actually said that my blood pressure was fantastic. His words, not mine. So I'll take that. This guy, fantastic blood pressure. That's a good sign, I think. I don't know about cortisol levels, but my liver function's good. I think, I hope. I don't drink, so. Do you think Alex will beat Parks? I think she will. I think she's, just like Parks will know that the crowd's going to be against her or for Eala. Eala knows, she knows what to expect from Parks. She's played Parks. She's felt that serve of Parks, right? So both of these players know what's coming, Cam's a great host. He's fun, funny, knows tons about tennis, and the patience of a saint. Pardon me. Thank you. Appreciate that. By the way, this is our 5th match of the day. Chat, we don't slow down. One tournament ends, the next one begins. Never ends. And well, it does end. There is a time to have a break, but the time is not now. We sleep when we're dead, or when there's no tennis, which is never. Is McNally more beatable than Noskova on Alex's POV? Yeah, well, McNally's is better for Alex, yeah. Because she's never played McNally, so you want to play someone. You want to play someone who's never played. Or who you don't want to play someone if you lost to, right? She's lost twice, and she's lost badly to Noskova. So not playing Noskova is more of an advantage, is better for Alex. But McNally's no joke. McNally does a lot of, she doesn't hit as big as Noskova, but she has got a good serve, and she does have a lot of variety. So it's going to be a little bit of a different style that Eala is going to have to deal with. She hits bigger than Pegula and Svitolina. And she's a little bit more, she's not as hard hitting as what Parks is going to be, but yeah, it's again, it's not going to be easy. But it's better than playing Noskova. Because, psychologically, right? Or mentally, you play someone you've never beaten, you haven't beaten recently, and someone you've lost to badly twice. You'd rather play the player you've never played. So at least you can, you don't have those bad memories. Hey, thank you, Ayan, for the donation. Appreciate it. Medvedev is serving to stay in the match. And thank you, Kai, for the $1. Appreciate it. And the Pirates asleep. Thank you for the $4. I don't know why it didn't make a noise. All right. Eala coming out any second. Also, Farrier, who got a lucky loser last-minute call-up after Felix pulled out. He's winning. 1-love in the first set. He got a break. Hey, Abby, thank you for the 24 months. Appreciate that. Noskova was up 3-love. What happened to her? What, she was up 3-love in the first? Yeah. Yep. Parks already beat Eala? Yes, she did. She sure did. I think this tournament is going to be an uphill battle for Eala. I wish her well. Yeah, I'm surprised that Eala's playing this tournament, but I guess the second that they announced that they were gonna sell tickets, she kind of had to play. Hopefully it's not to her detriment. So Parks is 71 in the world. Yep, she sure is. She sure is. 6163 Parks? That'd be insane. By the way, Greg, you're going for Parks? That's a first. Usually you're making fun of me for going for Parks. You're Team Parks now. We need it. Team Parks. Let's go. If Parks wins this, I hope she wins the tournament. I feel justified. Yeah, Atman took out Hashanov. Yep. Eala 6-1, 4-6, 6-1. Okay. Eala is taking a shot at WTA Finals spot. Tall order, but it's not impossible. I tell you, I know we talked about this earlier. It's not impossible, but it's very, very tough. She's like I said earlier in the day. She's going to have to win Canada or Cincinnati or Beijing or make the final of the US to get in the mix. The barrier to the WTA Finals is so high, and winning a 500 is great, but look at the points. Look at the points, right? The number 9 in the world is 1,000 points ahead of number 10. And then Eala's number 14. So Eala's further back still. Eala's I think she's 1,500 points behind. So she'll have to either make a final of a 1,000 in the semis of the US or win one of these big trophies or make the final of the US. And that's just to put herself in the running at number 9, right? I mean, and that's assuming that we don't have the players in the number 9, 8, 7, 6 spot don't do anything. If they lose, if you need Kostyuk and Gauff to lose early, so then they don't gain points because they're going to gain points too, right? So if Eala's 1,500 points behind number 9, which isn't even qualified, number 9 doesn't qualify you. So if she's that far behind, she's got to close the gap, but that means they've got to stop. If Kostyuk goes on a run, then she's going to keep Eala behind. She's going to keep the gap, right? They're going to both go up together. So it's very hard. And that goes for Swiatek as well. Osaka, right? All those players that are sort of outside that top 10, they've got to hope that it's kind of out of their hands because, they've got to do well themselves, but they've also got to hope the other people that are ahead of them don't do well. So, yeah, very, very, looking at the top 8 right now, or top 9, unless there's an injury, I think that's probably the WTA Finals. Swiatek's the only one because she can win 1,000s on a whim, right? She can sort of, pop off and win a 1,000. But everybody else outside of that top 9, maybe Osaka, but then again, Osaka's going to have to do what I just said Eala has to do. And Osaka hasn't done that for a few years, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think the top 8 that we have is going to be the top 8. Or at least the top 9. And remember, there's the wild card too, that if Noskova doesn't finish top 10 or top 8, and she finishes top 20, if she might be dropped, like Noskova loses today, she might drop down to, in the future, drop down to number 13. But she gets in because she won Wimbledon. So that's another factor that, it's not even really, even if you do finish number 8, it might not be enough because Noskova, right? So, and then we don't even know who's going to win the US Open, so that could change again. Anyways. But she's in contention, right? She's in the top 15, so that's cool. But man, there is so many things she needs to do before. Like she needs to do so much more than what she did. She has to do what she just did times 3. And that's to be, taken in a really serious position, right? Last year was the same. Last year was so tough to get into the WTA finals. WTA finals is very hard to get into this year. 2 years ago, different story. But now, it's rough. It's you got to win massive trophies. Hopefully, Alex got a good rest. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure she. Well, I think I saw that she got to Toronto 2 days ago, like the day of after she won in Washington. So she didn't stick around too much. I think. Oh no, actually no. I think it was the next day because she had the photo shoot and stuff, right? Are they warming up yet? They're about to. Medvedev, by the way, is losing the tiebreak in the second set. They're about to begin the warm-up. Eala's walking out. Here we go. You know they're going crazy. They're excited. So they should be. Why is this not working? Hello? You know they're excited. Cam, what do you think of Alex fans naming her slow serve? What did they name it? They named it, or they are just talking about it? I haven't heard about her slow serve. I'll tell you, every time I see Parks on court, I'm ready for that serve. I'm like, yes. It's like GMP, right? Whenever you see Pirika or Opelka, you know it's like something that we don't see very often. The way she serves is so unique. Not the way she serves, the power that she brings to her serve like we could see we could watch it's like a world record attempt every night. She could win. She could serve the biggest serve we've ever seen in the history of tennis right now. That's what Parks can do. I don't think she will because of the nighttime match and whatever, but like that's why when I get so excited when we watch GMP, because he does ridiculous things. I get excited when we watch like Opelka, right? Because you're just like, we're gonna see some power. It might not be controlled. She might hit faults, but she got hit hard. You can guarantee that. She ain't gonna hit the ball soft. She is hitting the ball a million miles an hour tonight. All right. Now, we know that Parks has to deal with this crowd. Let's see if she can deal with this crowd. Because we know this crowd are going to be rowdy. Full capacity? Yeah, they sold out. They sold out real quick. Winner of this place, McNally, who took out Noskova. Thank you very much. That's a great way to wake up for Eala fans. Wake up, have breakfast, get excited, and go, oh, we don't have to play her? We don't have to play Noskova. Good morning. Parks is so intimidating. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the way she carries herself on court, too. She just has that real intimidation, Blockbuster ensuing, yeah. This could be epic. Parks has already got a title to her name as well. She won a title a few years back. Beating Garcia in France, I think it was. Or did she beat Garcia in Austria? Was it France or Austria that she won a title? She won an indoor title like 4 years ago. Yeah, it was in Lyon. She won in France. I thought it was Linz. Yeah, she won in Lyon. She took out Garcia in the final in 2023. And Garcia being the home favorite. So she knows. She knows. Yeah, big win. By the way, Garcia, I think at the time in 23 was like top 5. So huge win to win your first title. It's kind of like Eala winning her first title, beating Pegula in the final, right? Similar. But the difference was we knew Eala was going to get there. Parks came out of nowhere that week. No one thought that was going to happen. All right. Eala's now wearing pink. The green is gone. She's still got the arm, the elbow, inner arm taped up. We're going to cover Jovic's game. She already won. Jovic already won. All right. I have a bad feeling champions tend to lose the next tournament. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Eala's going to be too hung up on the Washington win to think that, like, to take this for granted. You know, there are, we saw Noskova just lose, right? I think this will be tricky. I don't think this will be as easy as the odds suggest. Like, she's a heavy favorite tonight, but it doesn't, I mean, you guys are nervous. It doesn't feel like she should be a heavy favorite, right? Also, Parks, by the way, I think she's like 6'1". She is like one of the tallest players on the WTA as well. Like, she gets that serve under control. This is going to be an interesting night. Humidity's high. Temperature's a little bit lower than Washington, so this is good for Eala. Good conditions for Eala, because it means that Parks' game is not going to be as dangerous as if it was middle of the afternoon on a hot day. So she's going to have a bit more time. I mean, a fraction more. Eala won the toss, elected to serve. Smart idea. Don't let Parks serve. You serve first. Do not let her serve. Her serve is scary. Do not let her get off to a good start. Eala serving first is exactly what I would do. And then maybe you hold serve and Parks has a bad game, and then you go to 3-love. Like, that could happen, right? Medvedev lost? Damn. So no one wants to win Canada. They all want to go hang out with Sinner and Djokovic in Cincy. Parks, by the way, has her shoulder strapped up, protecting the weapon. Yes, Zverev lost, Medvedev lost, Fritz lost, FAA withdrew. The men's side of the draw has fallen apart. Brutal. Demon Or's gonna win. Let's go. Come on, Demon. Let's go, Demon. Demon time. It's Demon time. Demon time. Let's go. Demon Shelton final. Let's have it. Demon time. Come on, Demon. Demon time. All right, chat. Give me some predictions. What you got? Who you got? I'm going Eala in I think I said a close straight sets. I think we've come a long way since Australia. She's come a long way. And I think she will do enough to win this match. And I don't think Parks is consistent enough to get Eala again, as Eala hits a forehand winner, I think. To start. Crowd go wild. Yep, she hit the line. Classic Eala. 15-love. Eala hitting a sideline with a shot. That's the thing. Eala's precision is so good. Parks already on the attack. What a return! Oh, 15-0. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. All right, 15-0. That was a first serve return, too. Parks is like, yeah. I know you're serving better than you were in Australia, but also, I like to hit returns. Parks is sending a message. 15-0. Eala's got very big earrings on as well. She is wearing very big earrings. Sponsor? All right, second serve. Parks inside the baseline. Backhand return the net. Ooh, nice second serve. 30-15. And again, every single point that Eala wins The crowd go wild. As Eala serves again. See, Parks doesn't muck around either. She's going to take her time. See, we saw with Pegula. Pegula was getting rushed by Eala. Like, when things started going wrong, Pegula didn't slow the tempo down. Parks is not going to... She's like, you're on my time. You know, Parks isn't afraid to slow Eala down if things getting out of hand. Forehand to backhand rally as Parks. Forehand up the line. Eala gets it back with a forehand cross court. Parks, backhand cross court, is a winner. And a clinch fist. 30 all. Parks is going to break the ball. Like, she hits it so hard. She hits the ball so hard. So this could be... I mean, we know Noskova is scary, but Parks is a boogie woman. She'll be somebody's boogie woman. 30 all. Great serve, Eala. Ace out wide. 40-30. 40-30. Eala's earrings. She didn't have those in Washington. We would have talked about it. Her earrings are massive, and they're very shiny. All right, 40-30. Parks is so ready for this too. First serve's a fault. Parks is so ready. Second serve. Into the backhand of Parks. Return goes to front of Eala. Parks. Backhand up the middle. Eala gets it back with the forehand into the front of Parks. Eala backhand to the backhand of Parks. Again to the backhand of Eala. Cross court. Parks on the stretch. Into the backhand of Eala. Parks having to run. As Eala forehand up the line. Parks gets it back with a forehand down the line long. And Eala holds one love. I'll tell you, Parks is not mucking around. All right. One love Eala. Let's see how Parks serves. That's going to be obviously the big weapon. Nice hitting from Eala though. She didn't overhit. She just kind of defended the ball, waiting for Parks to make an error. That's the way to play Parks. You got to just get enough balls back that Parks will eventually miss. She does. If Parks didn't miss playing like this, she'd be number one. But she misses, and she double faults. So Eala just needs to defend. All right, here we go. Parks' serve. I'll tell you, if Eala's going to stand on inside the baseline on the first serve of Parks, that sends a message. That's a message. But also maybe not maybe a foolish message. I would be standing further back than Rafa did if I was defending against Parks' serve. All right, Parks serves. A fault. Yeah, Parks is 196. 196 already. That's a first serve. Second serve. It goes in the back of the Eala. Heads out. That was 194. First serve of the night, 194. Luckily, it was a fault. Good second serve, though. 15 love. Oh, she's wearing her country's flower as the earring. Oh, that's cool. This Park serves a fault. 190, second serve. Hey, thank you, Grace, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome. All right, second serve. Ace from Parks. $30 love. As Parks serves again. There's a fault. Jeez, she hasn't hit a first serve in yet. She hasn't even hit a first serve in yet. Second serve, Eala steps in. Okay. Straight to the body of Eala. Return goes into the front of Parks. Parks in the net. Nice reaction. Now, remember, Eala has faced serves before. Osaka serves big. Zheng serves big. So, Eala's like, I've played against big servers already this week. And even though Parks seems to be, I mean, the way that it sounds like she hits the ball harder, but Eala has played against big servers, recently as Parks serves an ace down the tee, 40-15. So Eala's not going to be intimidated by the serving. 40-15. Parks, by the way, does have a shoulder strap. So for Eala, the longer this match goes, the better for Eala. Because that shoulder might be feeling good in the first game, but how's it going to feel if this match goes 2 hours? And you have to serve that big as Parks holds 1-love. 196. Ooh. We're going to get 200 tonight. Whew. No, 1-1. What an ace for a second serve. I know, right? Parks is I mean, she's 25 years old, and usually the bigger hitters, sometimes they take longer to develop, you know. So maybe Parks is, 25 years old. Now she's gonna, now she's gonna start to play. As that goes out by Parks on the backhand, 15-love. I'd be very surprised if Parks doesn't go on at least one run in her career. Like, her game's going to click for one Grand Slam, and she'll get to, like, the semis. Or maybe the quarters. Like, I wouldn't, like, that's got to be on the cards eventually. I think cams for Parks. Yeah, you got to go watch the preview. I picked the other in straights, bro. 15-love. I'm impressed by the power that Parks brings to the court. It's so unique. Drop shot from Parks is a winner. Okay, she can drop shot too. Okay. 15-all. As Eala serves again. Down the tee, the back of Parks. Good return. No, we missed. Eala 30-15. The crowd go wild. Again, just very loud. Every time Eala wins a point, the crowd go wild, except for those people that are on their phones. They can't clap because they're holding their phones. God, Chad, I tell you. The older I get, the more I despise phones. 30-15. Shout out to everybody watching on a phone right now. Don't log off. Keep it on. It's fine. As we serve out wide, the back of the Parks. Return the net. 40-15. Hey, Mary. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. All right. 40-15. 40-15. Serve again from Eala. Into the corner, Parks. Return goes out. 2-1 Eala. And Eala serving well. Not letting Parks attack her serve. All right. What's my studio setup like? Like a normal house with I have a tennis ball couch. All right. Center court's full. Yep. It is packed out there. It is a packed house out there for sure. All right. All right. All right. At least Alex is serving great. Yeah, she's serving well. Not giving Parks an opportunity to attack. And serving first was the right idea. I think this tough match, Parks, so good aces and serves. Yeah. Yeah, but Eala, I think Eala will be consistent. Her consistency will shine. I think her consistency will win the day. Parks needs to serve at least 2 aces a game to have a shot of winning. I mean, yeah, if her serve starts to crumble, Parks will not stand a chance. All right, here we go. Yeah, Noskova lost. Yep, she lost in straight sets. All right, back to Parks. She will serve 200 kilometers tonight. We're just waiting for that moment. Serve is a fault. That was 196. Second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. And we know that happens too in the crowd. They give a round of applause. All right, love 15. Parks serves again. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes in the back of Parks. Parks in the net. Love 30. Love 30. See, that's the thing. If Eala can just get it back. If Eala can just get the ball back. Then she has she has a chance of winning the rally every time. Because Parks can throw things away. Parks is missing first serve. Second serve again. Love 30. Serving to the back of Eala. Return goes short. Parks can't get it. Love 40. See, Eala just has to get a racket to it. Just get the return back at all costs. Love 40. Nice work by Eala just to get it back. Just to get the ball back. Doesn't need to be a fancy shot. Let's get it back. All right, love 40. Parks with another fault. Second serve. Parks is missing a lot of first serves already. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Good return the back of Parks. Eala forehand. Ball goes long. 15-40. Bro cheering on double faults. Yeah, that I'm not. They were. The crowd were. All right. 15-40. Now we have an ace from Parks. 182. All right, serve again, Parks. 30-40. 30-40. Still break point for Eala. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Parks. Oh, and Parks missed it just wide. All right, Eala breaks 3-1. God, that wasn't far away from Parks. Parks just missed it wide. That was a decent attempt, but Eala breaks first. Love 40. I mean, you don't want to be down love 40 against Eala. All right. All right. Eala breaks first. 3-1. Serve. Into the back of Parks. Good return the back of Eala. Parks with a forehand up the line. Eala hits in the net. And it's love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As Eala serves a let. We're 15 minutes into this, by the way. Spike in viewership. Welcome, everybody. Coming from either you finally logged on, or maybe you got sent over here because of something else getting shut down. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. As that goes out by Parks 15-0. I'm going to say it's probably the latter. That a lot of you got filtered over here because something else, someone doing nefarious things got shut down. Welcome. I can't show the match, so please don't ask. 15-0. But I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for joining. 15-0. Eala serves again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Haven't really seen Parks attack the serve of Eala yet and put any pressure on. Serve again. Oh, double fault. That's the pressure that Parks puts on everybody. All right, 15-30. Eala serves again. Into the back of the Parks. Shank return. 30 love. Oh, sorry, 30 all. I can count. 30 all. All right, 30 all. As we just serve again. Eala needs to keep serving well. Keep that first serve going. That's a good serve. Parks in the net in the return. All right, 40-30, Eala. Hey, thank you, Ronnie, for becoming a member. Appreciate that. All right, 40-30. And Parks is starting to get a little concerned. She's looking at the coach with a little bit of concern. As we just serve from Eala, that's a fault. Second serve. Yeah, Noskova lost. Second serve. Into the back of the Parks. Return winner. And Parks with a shake of the fist. Deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Hey, thank you, Layla, for becoming a member as well. Appreciate that. Thank you. As Parks returns the back into Eala. Corner from Parks in the net. And Eala hasn't been missing much lately. She has not been missing shots lately. She is limiting the errors very well over the last couple of weeks. Couple of months, really. All right, advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. As Parks returns into the front of Eala. Parks with the front of the stretch. Goes wide. 4-1 Eala. 4-1 Eala. Hey, thank you, Jay, for becoming a member as well. All right, 4-1. We've got 10,000 people in the house. What's up? Thank you all for joining. If you like tennis, you're in the right place. If you love Eala, you're in the right place. If you don't like Eala or tennis, you're definitely lost. But stick around. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe you'll end up liking tennis. That's my goal, is to try and get as many people into this sport as I can before, and then I can leave YouTube, not the world. Unless they're like sending people to Mars. I don't know. Maybe, it sounds kind of fun. I'd love to go to space. That'd be interesting. Anyways, I like Alexandra Eala. Hey, welcome. I like to party. That's fine too. We party all the time. If they don't love tennis or Eala, then they love you. Well, that's fine, I guess, too. But I'm married. But it's fine. That's fine. I'm married, but it's fine. Hey, thank you for the $5. Henry, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now, also, chat, thank you. There we go. Henry, thank you for the 5. Eala has been winning a lot. So you might be coming here a lot because of Eala. But we also have watched a lot of other matches today. We're going to be watching a lot of other matches tomorrow. Yes, Eala's playing doubles. We'll watch that later tomorrow night. But we are going to be watching Sabalenka tomorrow. We've got Hoda versus Musetti tomorrow. We've got Swiatek's in action tomorrow. Today, we've already watched Osaka, Gauff, Raducanu. We watched Fonseca at the start of the day. So you might be an Eala fan, but maybe you're maybe you're a little bit curious about, okay, well, who else is there? Who else is playing? Subscribe, because we watch so much. More tennis than anybody else in the world. I don't even know if the commentators at the matches watch as much tennis as we do, because they've got a team. I'm a solo man, so I'm just like, I'm watching everything. Because if I don't watch it, nobody will. So, join. Subscribe. As Parks double faults and the crowd go wild. Love 15. And I think Parks is losing the ball in the sky when she's throwing the ball up. She was complaining about that. I think she's... Maybe the lights. The lights might be in her face. Love 15. As Parks serves. Into the back of Eala, and Eala hits a return winner. Again, Eala's not intimidated by Parks. Yeah, they're zooming in on the lights. I think the lights might just be in an awkward spot for Parks. They might just be... just right in her eye when she's trying to serve. Cam is sad. Why am I sad? Wait, I'm sad? Am I sad? Why am I sad? Anyways, love 30. Serve out wide. Good second serve, Parks. 15-30. Hey, Xavier, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you. APCT, thank you for the donation as well. Appreciate it. And thank you for the super sticker, Lack. Who hurt me? Nobody. 15-30. Oh, massive serve. Was that 188? Big ace down the tee. 30-all. So far, 20 minutes. 30-all. Can I comment on the crowd? Yeah, we got full house. Full house. Full house in the house. Return goes to the forehand of Parks. Eala backhand again to the forehand of Parks. Eala backhand on the stretch. Parks. Forehand winner. That was one of the better rallies and a big shake of the fist from Parks. 40-30. Nice rally from Parks that time. All right, 40-30 Parks. But Eala's got the break. How many aces already? I think Parks has hit whatever it says on the screen. 3? 4? 4? 4 maybe? 4? 5? Serve. Into the forehand of Eala. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. We get the deuce. And of course, the crowd. I know I know we've watched so much the other. It's not even like, it's funny because the double fault, when they clap, it doesn't even sound like they're going, like they're not excited because she double faulted. It's like a polite round of applause. It's just like it's not like, yeah, you suck. It's like, it's just like a golf clap. Like as if she hit an unreturnable serve. Like it's so polite. It's a polite round of applause when she loses. When she double faults and everyone's like, oh, lovely. Oh, yes. Very nice. Advantage, Eala, for a double break. Like, it's such a weird, it's just hilarious. Anyway, second serve. Goes in the forehand of Eala, return the back of Parks. Eala forehand. Into the forehand of Parks is Eala. Backhand in the net. We get to deuce. Like, it's such a polite round of applause off a double fault. How can you be mad? It's just like, it's weird. It's so strange. All right. Parks back to deuce. As we get a let from Parks. I tell you, Parks needs to do a body serve. She needs to just go 200 kilometers down the middle, straight through Eala. Just to send a message. Like, body serve I'd be scared as hell if that happened to me. Good serve. Return goes in from Eala, though, and Parks hits it wide. Oh, man. Parks, it was a good serve, too, but Parks just points to her ear. I think she can't hear her coach, maybe. All right, advantage Eala. Fans are not applauding the errors because their players... Yeah, I know. We've talked about this many times. They're not celebrating. They're celebrating Eala winning a point every time. That's why the cheering is not like obnoxious. Or maybe it is for you, but like for some, right? But it's so polite because they're like, oh, Eala won a point, and then they're clapping. They're not going, oh, a double fault. It just is funny when you hear it after a double fault. Serve. Into the front of Eala, return. Deep into the back of the Parks. Eala, cross-court backhand. Parks in trouble. Eala gets the double break. Parks hits it long. 5-1, Eala. All right, and the crowd, go wild. That's an AI sign. God, I hate AI signs. Chat, as an artist myself, as somebody who's creative, I fucking hate AI signs. Chat, don't even get me started. You can tell by the font. Because AI just rips from each other. So it just rips the same font. So you'll see an AI sign from a mile away. Graphic designers unite. Or put some effort in yourself. Don't print. Get the fucking glitter sticks. Make your own sign. Anyways, 5-1. I'm just yelling at clouds, all right? Don't worry about it. First serve's a fault. Second serve. You know how they say, like, using paper cuts trees, like you waste trees? Using AI wastes water. All right? Don't make an AI sign. You're cutting down trees and you're wasting water. Two things. At least if you make it yourself, you're wasting glitter. I don't know where glitter comes from. But it's not as bad. You're not killing the environment. Hey, Lemon, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. 15 love. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the corner, Parks. Parks in the net. I tell you, Parks is not taking advantage of Eala's second serve. Oh, glitter comes from unicorns. Oh, of course. I should know that. Of course. How stupid of me. By the way, Eala's only missed 6 first serves. So Eala is serving so well. She's not letting Parks attack her serve. And Parks is only making 50% of first serves. And as Parks with a forehand cross court in the net. 40 love. Eala, 3 set points to take the first set. And this has been very straightforward for Eala. Parks has helped her a lot, but Eala's done her job perfectly. Just don't give Parks anything. Let her make the errors. Serve down the tee, Parks hits it back. Forehand from Eala in the net. 40-15. This is the perfect way. I can't show the video. We will get sniped. And I'm not going to show the video because I don't feel like I'm not in the mood to nuke the channel today. But I'll tell you what's going on as best I can. Eala serves a fault. Second serve. I'll tell you, even if Parks doesn't hit this in, I think Parks should just attack this second serve as aggressively as possible. It goes in, great. If it misses, start again in the second set. Second serve into the back of Parks. She hits it straight to Eala's backhand, and Eala misses wide. All right, 40-30. $40-30. You look very handsome today. Thank you. I appreciate it. 40-30. As Eala serves. Into the back of the Parks. Return goes forward of Eala up the line. Too good from Eala. Okay. First set in the bag, 6-1. And the crowd go wild. Jeez, there's a lot of Filipino flags. At least they're not AI. All right. 6-1, 31 minutes. Perfect start for Eala. A lot of errors coming from Parks, but Eala is she's playing exactly how anybody should play against somebody like Parks with a big serve in the big game. You just got to not give her any errors, not give her any free points, and just make her hit as many shots as possible until she misses. 8 winners, 18 errors from Parks. 5 winners, 7 errors from Eala. 4 aces for Parks, 3 double faults. Parks is only getting 48% of first serves in, which is way too low. Eala, she only missed 6 serves in that first set. So Eala's serving has gotten so much better over the last 2 months. And when it's got, like, when I say gotten better, it's just not missing anymore. She's not, she's not hitting errors, right? She's not missing first serves and then people attacking the second serve. She's not allowing players to look at a second serve. 74% of first serves in is huge for Eala. Like that's exactly what you want to do. She's not going to hit 100 winners. She's not going to hit 50 aces, but limit the errors, make the first serves. And if the other person plays better, then too good. But when you're playing Parks, you just got to make her play as many shots as possible and not give her anything. Not give her a chance of a second serve return. Not give her a chance of, don't give her any errors, right? You let, if she hits, by the way, Parks could turn around the next set and hit 50 winners. We know that. But that's all you got to do. You just got to let Parks make the errors or make the winners. Like, put it in her hands. All right, 1 set for Eala. And a very quick set as well. Winner of this place, McNally. And I'm going to guess it's on Friday night. There's no way they don't put Eala on Friday night. Like, come on. If they're going to put her on the first night, they're going to put her on. There's no way they don't put her on Friday night. All right, serve. Into the back of Eala. Parks, forehand down the middle. Eala gets it back. Parks forehand inside out to the front of Eala. Parks back in again. Into the front of Eala. Great shot, Eala. Parks forehand in the net. That's what you do. That's how you play. You just rally. Did Cam take his shower already? Yeah, bro, don't be weird. Love 15. Parks has to win this first game. Ed, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. Perry, thank you for the $10. Appreciate that as well. All right, love 15. Super. I don't know why it's not talking. Thank you for the 5 as well. Great form tonight. Appreciate it. I'm excited because this is the last match of the night. So after this, I can go outside. 15-0. I love that the last match of the night is in the middle of the day for me, so I can go and actually, actually go and take some. I'm going to go to the thrift store. That's where I'm going to go. Parks with an ace out wide. All right. All right, 30-15. Park serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes forward to Parks. Parks in the net. 30-all. 30-all. Parks' reaction to people cheering. That was she rolled her eyes so hard after that. Great serve down the tee. 195 ace. Parks' reaction. She's standing there taking a deep breath, and then somebody yells out, "Let's go, Alex!" And she just rolls her eyes to the back of her head. She's like, "Oh, shut up." Somebody clip that. That was hilarious. 40-30. Let's go, Alex. And then it's like, oh, God. Shut up already. 40. And then she serves a big ace down the tee. I mean, that helped. Second serve. Oh, double fault. A light round of applause. Just a polite round of applause. Oh, splendid. Lovely. Oh. Deuce. That was so funny. That was so funny. I love it. All right, Park serves again. She needs first serves. Even if she rolls the first serve, she doesn't need to hit 200 kilometers. She can hit 180 and hit the spots more effectively. She doesn't need to hit a 200K down the middle. As Eala slices it long. 197 out wide. That helps. Or was it 187? I can't read. Advantage Parks. It was 187 out wide. Advantage Parks. To get on the board first here. Serving to the backhand of Eala. Good return. I mean, you got to be careful not to hit a slow serve because Eala can attack that. All right. Nice return from Eala. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Great return from Eala. All right, serve again. There's an ace out wide from Parks. She says, let's go. I'll tell you though, when Parks hits an ace, there's a cheer too. I mean, there's a round of applause too. So there's disrespect from the double fault clapping, but they're also clapping when she hits an ace. You know, I don't think this crowd are they're not being rude. And then another ace down the tee. Woo. All right, Parks holds. 1-love. Now this crowd's like the same sound as when she double faults, when everyone's like, you can hear the same respect when she hits an ace. So, you know, that's also nice. All right. 1-love Parks in the second. Now Parks can have a chance to attack the second serves of Eala. She gets a free hit. But Eala's under a little bit more pressure now on the second serves. All right. As Parks return. Goes wide. 15-love. By the way, chat, what's your favorite number? Mine's 22. Put your favorite number in the chat. Let's see how many people are actually here and not at work listening. Who's actually watching and active chatting? Put your favorite number in the chat. I want to see. Because a dead giveaway of how many people are actually here is if the chat's moving. Let's see. Let's see how many people are actually here. All right, 22. Hey, me and you. 21 as well. 14, 7, 4, 9, 26. There we go. 11. There we go. There's a serve now. The forehand of Parks. Return goes back into Eala. Parks with the forehand into the net. 30-15. Because look, there might be 11,000 people here, but let's 12,000. Which is bigger than our usual, 1,500. But it's nice to see if the chat ain't moving, then it's a bit quiet. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Look at all these lucky numbers. 31, 12, 25, 40, 15 Eala. All right, 40, 15 Eala to get on the board in the second. And Eala serves an ace out wide. All right. Eala holds 1-1. 1-1. All right, back to Parks. Back to Parks. Well, hey, chat, we're almost at 316K as well. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, Parks serves again. Into the back of Eala. Good return. Parks gets it back, but Eala comes in with a drive volley winner. Jeez, when Parks hits a serve like that and it comes back, I mean, what can you do? Love 15. What a serve. And what a return. That was a decent serve. Parks was serving aces on the other, like out wide like that. Eala adjusts well. Love 15. Serve again. There's a fault by Parks. Second serve. Eala standing inside the baseline. Crazy. Crazy. Second serve into the forehand of Eala. Back into Parks up the line's a winner. Great shot. 15-0. Remember, winner of this plays plays McNally, who beat Noskova earlier today. McNally is has what's the word? Paved the way? No. Has helped by eliminating Noskova. Parks serves a fault, 197. Second serve, she's going to hit 200, and it's going to go in. It's going to hit 200. Second serve, into the forehand of Eala, back in it from Parks. Goes in the back of Eala, sliced, Parks forehand. Drop shot in the net. Oh, she hit a good drop shot in the first set, Parks, but missed that one. 15-30. Serve again from Parks. Here's another fault. 193, but she keeps missing, so none of that matters. They're all just numbers on a board. It doesn't matter. Unless it goes in. Doesn't matter. Second serve. Big second serve. Now Parks with a forehand winner. That's better. See what? 162. Much more effective. 30-all. Much more of an effective serve at 162. All right, 30-all. Serve again. Ace down the tee. There we go. 194. I tell you, if we're playing during the day, she'd be hitting 200. Get ready to watch the biggest serve of the tournament. 40-30. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Again, Eala just gets it back. Like she just gets she can read the serve so well. It's the power that might beat her sometimes. As the return goes deep into the back of Parks. Parks in the net. Great return, Eala. That's what she's been doing so well lately as well, Eala. Just reading these massive serves. She was great against Zheng. She did well against Osaka, right? Osaka didn't play her best, but still served well. Served big. Now Parks, who has one of the biggest serves in the world. She beat Raducanu, same thing, right? Big serving. So Eala doesn't fear the big serve. Second serve to the back of Eala, return. Goes long, and Parks gets to advantage. Last person to beat Pegula went on to win a slam. Really? Interesting. Oh, in a final. Yeah. Interesting. As we serve into the back of Eala, great return, but Parks is there and sprays it. And again, Eala just getting the ball back, and it's annoying Parks. It doesn't have to be a great return. She just gets it back, and Parks is like, oh, I got to hit another shot. And usually, well, more than not today, she's missing the next shot. Hey, thank you, Volley, for coming back as a member. Appreciate it. All right. As Parks serves another fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Eala, return goes long. And Parks gets to advantage. Advantage Parks, just to stay in front. Eala for a US Open run? I think so. I mean, I think it's expected at this point. If she doesn't make the fourth round of the US, I think that would be a shame. You know, I think Eala fourth round of the US is almost that's the benchmark. Anything less, unless she loses to a certain amount, unless she loses to somebody that she might have to play Jovic in the third round, maybe. So if she loses to Jovic in the third round, that's acceptable. But I think fourth round is like minimum. Which again, I said this earlier as Parks holds 2-1. This is what the conversation is going to be now around Eala, right? It's not going to be, can she shock the world? It's going to be, can she make it to the fourth round? Because the bar has risen. Wimbledon changed it. Had she not done well at Wimbledon, maybe we wouldn't be expecting her. But she's number 20. Round of 16 is, and based on her form, is that's the expectation, Anything less would be seen as a failure. Third round minimum. If she loses in the first or second round, that would be a bad tournament. And that's the conversation now with Eala. Even now, I mean, now that Noskova is gone, we're all going fourth round. Right? Fourth round. Play Bencic. Like, that's what the bar has risen, So, and I'm not just saying it like I expect her to do that. You guys do too. I mean, if Eala doesn't make the fourth round of the US Open, depending on who she plays, right? You're all going to be feeling disappointed too, because, she's played like a top 10 player, right? She's been beating those players. She should be making it to that round. No guarantees, but again, like that's why I'm so keen to see how Eala does from now. Everything before this was great. The road to top 20 has been so much fun to watch, but now is the real stuff. Now is like, okay, you've ticked all those boxes, you've won that, you've beaten top players, you've done this, you've done that. Now the real stuff starts. Like, this is the real, now we're getting serious, right? It's all fun and games for the first, 15 months. Watching the rise, so much fun. Now it's like, oh shit, now we have to win. Different pressure. I think she can handle it, but it's going to be a totally different situation now for Eala. 15 love. As Eala serves. Fault. Is that 189? Shit. Eala's got a cannon. What the hell? Second serve. Down the tee to Fauna Parks. But no, double fault. 15-0. As Eala serves again. To the back of the Parks. That's a good return. Eala gets it back though. Parks forehand again to the back of Eala. Parks in the net. And that's the thing. The more shots Parks has to hit, the higher the chances of her missing. And Eala's done a hell of a job tonight at just not doing anything crazy, not trying to match Parks' power, not trying to outmuscle her, just outsmart her. Very smart match by Eala. She hits a forehand down the middle of the floor to Parks, backing up from Eala. As Parks forehand up the line in the net. Oh, that's unlucky for Parks. That goes over. That doesn't come back. 40-15. Eala will reach the US Open final. Okay. I mean, look. She's in the right form. Like now, it's go time now. And there's a bit of fault from Eala, second serve. I bet 2,000 likes. Hell yeah. Come on, we can get to 3,000 likes. Let's go. Come on, chat. We got this. A return from Parks in the net. Oh, man. 2 shots hit the tape from Parks. And Eala holds. 2-0. 2-2. All right. Back to Parks. We haven't even played an hour yet. Feels like this match has been a lot longer. I don't even know what else is going on. What else is going on at the moment? By the way, thank you, Jersey, for the donation as well. Love your stream. Alex Eala for the win. Hey, thank you. Paul's up a set and a break. And Tien Monfils have just started. Parks 4 up the line, but it's called a fault. So second serve. It's been a day of upsets today. Serve again from Parks is a double fault. And a light round of applause. Love 15. I'll tell you what, the cameraman really likes zooming in on Parks' face for her reaction. They do not hold back. They're like, let's zoom right in on her face and try and read what she's saying. Good body serve. Return goes in, though, from Eala, then a moon ball from Parks. Then Parks comes to the net. Eala with a lob, and Parks with a smash winner. What a rally. What the hell was that rally? Parks hit the great serve. Eala gets it back, and Parks is like, took it personally. She's like, are you serious? I tell you, that could have been an ugly smash. She hit that with so much power, it could have gone anywhere, went in. But that could... Parks could have hit that over out of the stadium if she wasn't careful. Good return from Eala. Then Parks hits a winner. That's a good play. 30-15. That's a good shot. Again, Eala's starting to read the wide serve as well, so Parks isn't getting free points. She's not serving out wide with the aces. Parks is at 10 winners in the set. All right, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Parks gets mad easily. I don't think she gets mad easily. I think she just doesn't hide her emotions. As we're backing up the line in the net from Parks 30-0. Like, I don't think she keeps it inside. Like, she's very expressive, right? I don't think she gets mad. I think she just doesn't hide her feelings. You know, you can tell. It's all over her face, right? She just is like, you know, if something's annoying, she's going to make a facial expression that shows she's annoyed. She's not going to hide. Anyways, good return, Eala. 4-1. Parks goes wide. Get it again. Eala just gets it back. And Parks makes the error. 30-40. Break point, Eala. And Parks is bouncing the racket. I think she might have broken her racket there. Ooh, is she going to play? Is she going to hit with a broken racket? She doesn't want to get a code violation, so she will play. Serve down the tee. Return goes into the forehand of Parks. As Eala backhand into the forehand of Parks. Eala with the backhand up the line. Parks is there with her backhand. As Eala hits it out. I think somebody called Parks shot out from the crowd. Now that's not on. Because that distracted Eala. Eala thought Parks shot was out and she shanked it long. Somebody in the crowd called Parks shot out. And Eala made the error. So that didn't help. Somebody in the crowd mucked up Eala that time. Whoever did that needs to pipe down. Parks, by the way, hits a massive serve and it comes back anyway. Like, that was a 193. It came back with ease. All right. Deuce. Parks with the serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Double fault. And again, the crowd's clapping is so funny. Like, again, it's so innocent. Like, that's what it is. It's innocent. It's not malicious. It's not jeering. Like, they're not laughing at Parks. They're just clapping Eala winning the point. And it's like, it's so innocent and it's just so polite, but it's so infuriating if you're Parks because you're like, why are they making noise when I make an error, right? It's like, yeah, it's like, just like, it's such a nice, It's such a lovely clap, but it's like at the wrong time for Parks. Like Parks is like, what are you doing? Like, shut up. Serve. They're not doing it on purpose. Like, they're not doing it to annoy Parks. Even if she does get annoyed by it, you know? Anyway, second serve. Back to deuce. Backhand Eala to the forehand of Parks. Parks in the net. And Eala gets another break point advantage. It's not innocent or polite. Yeah, look, people are going to take it. Like, people that don't like that are going to be angry because they're like, oh, no, everyone who claps is rude. No, it's not, though. Like, listen to them clap. They're clapping the same way when Parks serves an ace. They're not celebrating Parks making an error. As a bit of forehand from Parks, goes cross-court at the back of Eala. Eala in the net. Even when Parks just won that point, they still clap just as loud. It's not... It's just... But I get it. Some of you are going to get triggered by it. You're going to be like, oh, we don't like that. I get it. But it's not malicious. They're just excited because Eala wins a point at deuce. As Parks hits it out, great return. Eala off a 180 serve. Advantage. Advantage Eala to get the break. All right. Cheering. They're going, saying, go, Alex. Let's go. All right. Eala, fourth break point of the game. As the return goes into the back of the Parks. Eala forehand. Again to the back of the Parks. Up the line. Eala gets it back. Parks forehand. Drop shot. It's very nice. Eala gets it back, but overhits it. Jeez, Parks is hanging on. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Again, Eala is getting her serve back, getting Park's serve back like it's nothing. It was an 186, and she hit it back like it was easy. Good serve again. Eala gets it back. Backhand Parks cross court. Eala gets that back, but Parks with a volley winner. 192, and again, Eala gets it back with ease. It's crazy. All right, advantage Parks. I tell you, good hustle by Eala, but Parks can volley. She plays some dubs. All right, Parks to get out of this marathon game. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return the back of the Parks. Up the line's a winner by Parks. All right. Parks gets out of that. And she's having a bit of a conversation with herself. All right. Parks leads 3-2. It's not malicious, true. In time, they will. Yeah, look, again, we talk about this so much, all the time. Yeah, again, a lot of the fans of Eala are new to tennis, and they're going to be excited for her to win. They're coming from other sports, you know. It's a different vibe. But we can't police cheering for your favorite. Plundered. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Carnage today. Hope Demon and Poppy advance. I know Demon should win this tournament now. Like, he's a favorite now. He's a favorite to win. Demon has to. This is his chance. Demon at Canada is like Zverev at the French. It's his tournament now. He's got to take advantage. Shelton's still there. Yes, I know there's a lot of good players, but this is Demon's chance of winning a 1,000. He made the final here before. A lot of the tough guys are out. Like, this is Demon's chance. He's got to take this. Demon's literally the highest seed left. Demon and Shelton are the only top 10 guys left. So, like, Demon's a favorite to make maybe win the title now. Shelton's probably favorite. Demon's second. But I tell you, Fonseca, Hodar, Lehechka, Feast. I tell you, Feast Demon or fourth round? Yes, please. Yes, please. We need that. We need fourth round. Menchik Hurkacz. Love that. Fonseca Shelton. Yes. Lehechka Hodar. Ooh. Demon or Feast. crazy match, crazy lineup. We need all of those matches, please. Anyways, Eala serves 15-love. I wouldn't mind Feast winning this tournament, though. Feast winning Canada. Or Fonseca. Ooh, what a final. Fonseca Feast final. That's fun. Joint one. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 15-love. As we serve now the backhand of Parks, but Parks missed it wide. 30-love. 30-love. Winner plays McNally in the third round. Serve again. What about Tien? Yeah, Tien's on the list too, for sure. Opportunity for Tien as well. Serve again. Into the backhand of Parks. And then Parks flying in the net. Another error. 40-love. Love. As Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Parks. Return winner. 40-15. Nakashima's a great player too, yeah. Yeah, he showed that last week, didn't he? All right, 40-15. As a default, second serve. Second serve. Oh, double fault. 40-30. $40-30. Yeah, let's try and level this. 40-30. As Eala serves again. A fault. Second serve. Did Parks say F you at the end of her serve? Maybe. All right, back into the net from Parks. I didn't see that or hear that, but I mean, maybe. That would be funny. That would be kind of funny. If that, I didn't see it or hear it, but I mean, maybe. 3-0. Eala holds. Again, Parks, it's 40-love Eala, and then Parks gets a couple of points, but it's too late. She needs to hit a good return at 15-all or 30-all, right? She's not doing it. She's getting 3 points, or she's hitting good, and maybe because there's nothing to lose. As Parks flying in the net, love 15. She's putting pressure on Eala when she's down, like 40-love. So it's like, she's got to do it when it matters, All right, love 15. As Parks serves into the body of Eala, return goes out. It's a smart serve. That's a body serve. You want to hit the body serve at the hip on that backhand, right? Or on the forehand. Sorry, on the forehand. Really try and cramp up your opponent. So for a left-hander, it would be aiming for the left hip. If you're serving at a lefty, try and aim at their left hip. Parks down the tee, the front of Eala, return into the back of the Parks. Parks misses it, and again Eala just makes the return. Just makes the return. It's not an aggressive return. It's not she's not trying to hit it hard. She's not trying to hit a winner. Just hit it deep. Just return it. Deep in the court. And that's annoying. Like, if you hit a good serve and then it comes back, super annoying. Super annoying. Good return there from Eala again. Parks backhand cross-court winner. That was smarter from Parks. 30-all. 13K watching Eala Mania or something. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll be back to reality tomorrow when we have, 1,500 people watching, which is still a big number. The benchmark for Eala matches are almost 10K now. Anything below 10K is a bad Eala match or is a bad stream. If we don't get 10K for Eala matches, I'm not even getting out of bed. Why are you wearing same clothes? Yeah, you didn't. I'm wearing a different shirt. You weren't here. Forehand goes in from Eala. No, it doesn't. It goes long. Parks pretended to hit it. And she's like, oh, no, I'll let it go out. 40-30. 40-30. See, I want to know how many one in the chat if you're real. How many real people are actually here? Because, I mean, they can't be. Can there be? There must be. What am I talking about? You're all real. One in the chat if you're a human being. Two in the chat if you're an alien. 40-30. Led on the second serve from Parks. $40-30. All right, there's a lot of real people here. A couple of aliens. As a return goes forward to Parks. Up the line of the forehand of Eala. Parks backhand. Into the forehand of Eala. As Parks forehand cross court. Eala gets it back, but hits in the net. All right, Parks just keeps holding serve. 4-3 Parks in the second. A lot of aliens. A lot of aliens in the house. What's up? Welcome to the planet. Hey, look, if you want to know more about tennis and you're an alien, you're in the right place. I mean, if I was an alien and I wanted to know more about the sport, I'd be here too. So, you're in the right place. By the way, I haven't even checked. Do we conquer July? I didn't even get to check. Hang on. Chat, let me just pat myself on the back a little bit. I'm not going to break my arm. Hang on a second. Let me just have a look. We had, I mean, unless the World Cup beat us, which we got dethroned by the World Cup in bloody, when was it? June, we got beaten by the football. A bloody random Messi stream. Oh, by the way, we are currently the #1 stream in Australia. Right now, we're the biggest stream in Australia right now. Out of every category on YouTube, we're #1 in Australia right now. What the hell? Let's go. We're beating the news. The news are #6. We're #1. Let's go. Chat, welcome to the biggest stream in Australia right now. And that's not even a lie. That's true. That's the damn truth. On YouTube. I don't know about Twitch, but on YouTube. Let's go. All right. Eala to serve. 4-3. 4-3. Served down to the back end of Parks. And then Eala puts it away. Smart shot. I reckon we've got to be top 20 in the world too. I think we might be top 20 in the world right now. What the hell? Chat, that's insane. All right, 15 love. Serving to the forehand of Parks. Great return to the forehand of Eala. Parks forehand cross court. Eala passing shot. Parks missed the volley. Oh, did she make it? No, she missed it. 30 love. Just missed the volley, Parks. Oh, chat. I tell you, we weren't even close in June. We were the 4th biggest stream in June. Oh, yuck. Oh, that's of all of channels, by the way. In the sports category, we were number 2. But chat, in July, as with a drop shot from Parks, Eala gets it back with ease. 40 love. We were back to number 1, baby. We took back our number 1 spot in July. Let's go. Biggest sports live stream in Australia on YouTube in the month of July. Thanks to Eala versus Swiatek. That was the one. Let's go. Woo. We're back, baby. In Australia. In the sports category. In Australia, specifically. Not worldwide or anything like that. Just in Australia. In Australia. In Australia. The world's a big place. All right. Forehand goes out by Eala. No, did Parks. No, Parks. Good return, 40-15. Yeah, we didn't even crack the top 100 in the world because there was a lot of people watching World Cup soccer, football. So yeah, we were beaten by the World Cup in July, but that's all right. World Cup's, it's kind of a big deal. World Cup's a pretty big deal. I don't know if you heard about the World Cup. It's a pretty big deal. A lot of World Cup streams. There's a lot of people watching the World Cup. All right. Parks hits it wide, 4-all. 4 games all. But we'll take it. In Australia, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, 4-all. So don't forget to subscribe. Numbers don't lie. Don't forget to subscribe. Numbers don't lie. All right, back to Parks. We're getting serious now. Eala is so close to getting revenge. As Parks serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return up the line to the back of Parks. Good angle. Eala with a slice. Parks with a volley in the net. That slice was so good by Eala. Just stayed low. Just a tactical slice. Very awkward. Very awkward volley to hit. Right down at the feet too. That's tough. All right, love 15. There's a default second serve. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Good return. Parks with a slice. Eala. Forehand up the line. Parks hits it back. Cross court at the back of Eala. Parks. Forehand up the line. That's a beautiful shot by Parks. 15-0. That's a shot. You should be in the Guinness Book of Records for longest live streaming in a single game. 10.5 hours non-stop for Eala match. No, we've done longer than that. We done longer than that. 10.5 hours is big, but we done longer than that. We've been live for like 16 hours. I think last year's French Open. As the return from Eala goes wide, 30-15. Okay, we're almost at 316. 316. We might get to 320 by the end of the year. All right, 30-15. There's a return from Parks. Sorry, from Eala. Drop shot Parks. Eala gets it back. Parks volleys that one away, 40-15. Cam is an AI double. Good one. Bro, I got the energy of two people. I don't need a double. All right. Not a bad passing shot attempt by Eala, but Parks, she was ready. 40-15. As Parks serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve is an ace. Okay. I'll tell you, there was that, that 3-all game that was dicey for Parks, but overall, Parks solid 5-4. And now Eala's serving to stay in the set. All right, 5-4. How are we doing, chat? Oh, wait, chat, where are we watching from? I haven't asked that one yet. I asked what your favorite number was. Now, where are you from? Where are you from, chat? Let me know. Where are you watching from? Where are we watching from? Oh, the chat broke. Well, I shouldn't. That's my fault. I shouldn't have asked. the chat broke. Yep, there it is. Okay. California, Kentucky, Trinidad, Washington, D.C., Riyadh, Houston, San Jose, Philippines, Rockhampton, Michigan, New Jersey, Italy, Miami, Chicago, Canada, Adelaide, Rome, South Korea, Sydney, Doha, Texas, Vancouver, Manila, California, Dublin, Zimbabwe, Wisconsin, Shanghai, India, the UK, Brisbane. Oh, the chat's broken. Chat froze. Uh-oh. Chat broke. Chat broke. Chat broke. Uh-oh. North Carolina, and then it froze. Uh-oh. All right. All right, I can't read. Sorry, chat. We broke chat. All right. All right. I can't read what everyone's saying, but I'm sure it's... keep typing it. Chat broke. Anyways. That's a first. Off the tape from Parks. Eala gets it back. Parks backhand winner. And Parks... love 15. Chat broke. I can't... chat actually froze. I can't see what's going on. Yeah, let me check my phone if I can read. That's insane. Chat, we did it. We finally pushed it to the limit. We finally did it. There we go. Okay, now I can read. Okay, now it's coming through. All right. Now it's coming through. All right, love 15. There it is. Whoops. Whoops. All right, serve is a double fault Eala. Love 30. This is the first time Eala's been in trouble all day. Love 30. Love 30. Parks looking to get the set here as we get a backhand return into the back of Eala. Parks. Forehand goes again to the back of Eala. And Eala hits it wide. Love 40 Parks. Out of nowhere. It's set point. And this is why serving first is a big deal. First break points of the match. And they come at the end of this set. Love 40. But remember, Eala at love 40 is not a sure thing. We know she's come back from this so many times. Love 40. As Eala serves down the tee. Return winner Parks! And just like that, we're at one set all. Jeez. How did that happen? Just the pressure of Parks. Finally, she gets a reward and she shakes her fist. Wow. That came out of nowhere. Actually came out of nowhere. And now Parks is serving first in the third. How did that happen? Australian Open all over again. I mean, how did that happen? Eala was flawless on serve until she wasn't. 18 winners, 24 errors. Parks, her first serve percentage went up. Eala actually 4 double faults, including in that game. And only 4 winners, 14 errors. So the error's gone up. Is she tired, maybe, Eala? Is she getting fatigue? She had 4 break points, didn't convert, and Parks only needed 1. And that was to win the set. And we're going 3, baby. Wow. Out of nowhere. That's it. That's the pressure of serving to stay in it, you know? And Parks will serve first in the third. Now, Parks isn't really playing that much better. She is playing, she's, not missing as much, but Eala's level has dropped. Because remember, the first set, she was hitting like 0 errors, right? She was hitting 5 winners, 5 errors. She was very consistent. All right. Park's going to serve first in the third. Now she's fatigued. No, I'm just asking. I'm not saying she is. I'm just asking. Well, was it just maybe a loss of concentration? That's probably more accurate. She just lost concentration. All right, Parks. She's going to serve first in the third. Here we go. But that did come out of nowhere. It just, all of a sudden, here we are. Let's give Parks credit she deserves. Have I not been giving her credit the entire match? One in the chat if you've heard me give credit to Parks. One in the chat if you've heard me give Parks credit. Somebody in the chat at the start of the tournament match was saying, are you going for Parks? So people were confused. They thought I picked Parks. All right. The green outfit was lucky. Oh, no. All right, Parks serving first in the final set. These first few games are very important for both. Parks serves. A fault. She still hasn't hit 200 yet. Still waiting for that 200. All right, second serve. Into the back of Eala. Good return. Parks hits it back and hits it wide. Oh, Parks just going a little over aggressive. Love 15. Love 15. I'm from Australia, Cam. Go Alex. Hey. Shout out Australia. As we just serve again from Parks. Into the back of Eala. Return the forehand to Parks. Goes long. Love 30. All right. Parks throwing in some errors. Love 30. Love 30. As we serve again from Parks. Into the back of Eala. Return the back of Parks. Eala forehand. Again to the forehand of Parks. Eala with the backhand cross court goes wide. 15-30. 15-30. Hey, we got to 316. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. 320 by the end of the year. The goal was 300 by the end of the year. 320 is possible. That's crazy. Thank you, everybody, for joining. 15-30. Fault from Parks. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. 15-40. And Parks is saying, why am I missing my first serve? And she's not getting the free points that she needs. 15-40. Parks serves again. Eala's got break points. As Parks serves. Another fault. God, man, she is missing a lot of first serve. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Eala. Return goes in. The forehand of Parks. Eala backhand down the middle. Parks comes to the net and hits a beautiful winner. Inside out forehand 30-40. We're taking you to 400K whether you like it or not. No. I can't even think of that number. That's a crazy number. 30-40. We've been doing this for 8 years. And it's been streaming for 8 years. It's been crazy. Started back in 2018. We watched Nick Kyrgios. You can go watch the first stream on the channel. It's still there. All right. Second serve, Parks. Eala steps in. Parks into the front of Eala. Good return. The back of Parks. And Parks in the net. Eala breaks. 1-love in the third. And I think Parks made one first serve. And that's a big difference. All right. Eala. She breaks straight away. All right. And a bit of a shout there from Eala as well. Maybe a bit of a letdown from Parks. I'll tell you, the Filipino crowd are excited. All right, 1-love. What's Australia's best roller coaster ride? I have no idea. Why would I know that? I got no idea. Probably somewhere in Queensland. That's a wild question. All right. Eala breaks. First game of the third. There's a return from Parks. That's a great shot. Eala slices it back. Parks volleys it long. Again, Eala is so smart when she knows Parks is coming to the net. She's just hitting the ball slice low. Really awkward. 15-love. And Parks just missing the volley long. Ball's just so low. All right, serve again. Into the forward of Parks. Parks hits it out. 30-love. Tennis matches again for roller coaster rides. I'll tell you. You're not wrong. Serve again. Into the backhand of Parks. Parks is out. 40-love. Hey, thank you, Abraham, for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate that. All right. 40-love, Eala. 40-love. Serve again. Into the back of Parks. That's a return winner. Parks needs so much. But this is again 40-love Eala. Parks then hits the return winner. It's like it's too late. You know what I mean? All right. Serve again. Into the forehand of Parks. Return the back of Eala. Sliced. Into the forehand of Parks. Eala, forehand. Goes long. All right. Eala's making more errors. A lot more errors than she was. 40-30. As Eala serves again. Out wide of the back of Parks. Return goes back into Eala. Eala hits a winner. And it's 2-love. Eala in the third. Cam, do you like Ella? I don't know who Ella is. I'm married. I don't know any Ellas. 10 aces for Parks is crazy. Yeah. All right, Eala 2-love. But again, Parks, like 40-love, then Parks plays well. It's too late. All right. Very important game coming up here. An insurance break for Eala would be perfect. As Parks serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Backhand from Parks in the middle. Eala gets it back. Parks backing up the line as Eala backhand goes down the middle to the forehand of Parks. Eala with a drop shot. Parks can get there. Put it away. 15 love. Nice work from Parks. Hey, thank you, City, for the 5. We'll get to the donations at the end of this game. 15 love. $15 love as Parks serves again. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve the back of Eala, return the forehand to Parks. Cross-court winner again by Parks on the forehand. 30 love. There's at least 30 million exuberant Filipinos who haven't converted from boxing and basketball to tennis yet. So Cam, get ready to be inundated. All right. Well, it's nice that everybody's coming here, but I want everybody to stay for other tennis matches. Parks drop shot winner, 40 love. I love that. Look, this is great, right? I love that there's so many people here, and it's really amazing that there's this many people from the Philippines that are so interested in Eala. But I haven't done my job unless you stay around and watch everybody else, right? Come for Eala, stay for the rest. So if you dip out after Eala's gone, then that's you know, then I haven't done my job. 40 love Parks. My goal is to make you a tennis fan and come back. And some of you have been. I know some of you are like, I came here for Eala and now I stay for everybody else. And it's like, gotcha. That's what I'm here to do. You might be here for Eala, but then you stayed for Gauff. Or you watch Sabalenka. Or whoever. So yeah, it'd be cool if like a bunch of basketball fans come in here for Eala matches, but I'm not watching basketball. As a return goes in the net from Eala. And Parks on the board. 2-1 Eala with the break in the final set. And you should stick around because tennis is such a massive sport. This might be the gateway, right? Eala's she walks you through the door, but we got so much tennis. There's so many players. So many players. There's so many storylines as well. Tennis is just such a vast. There's so many things going on at the same time. It's awesome. And specifically stay here, right? Just here. You don't need to go anywhere else. We got you covered. We got you covered. Oh, shit. Donations. My bad. Hang on. Thank you, Robert, for the donation. Appreciate it. Also, thank you for becoming members as well. It's $1 a month to be a member. Thank you, City, for the 5. I'm watching TM Monfils, and it's fascinating how Monfils looks exhausted, about to retire, yet he competitive. Yeah, he does that a lot, though. He does look like he's going to faint, and then he, wins a set. I don't know. It's just the way I think it's a little bit tricky. I don't think he's faking, but yeah, sometimes Monfils looks like he's going to pass out, and then he'll, win 5 games in a row. And thank you, Kat, for the $2 as well. All right. 14,000 people and only 2,900 likes. Yeah, definitely like the video. We're currently the biggest stream in Australia right now on YouTube. So, yeah. That's something. All right. 2-1 Eala. She's trying to keep this break. Hey, thank you, Robert. I like you. Go for lunch. Hey, thank you, Robert, for the donation. I will go for lunch. Actually, I'm going to spend that on CDs because I'm going to go to the thrift store after this. And they're $1 a CD. Backhand winner by Parks, love 15. I'm on the hunt for music today. But I might get a snack. I'll get a snack. All right. Love 15. As a backhand return from Parks in the front of Eala. Oh, Eala hits it long. Love 30. Eala's been making a lot more errors in the last 30 minutes. Love 30. The pressure's back on Parks. Serve is a fault. Sorry, pressure's back on Eala. Parks putting the pressure back on. Second serve. Second serve. Double. Oh, no, it was a let. Oh, how did that go in? It hit the tape and then just dribbled in. Crazy. Anyway, second serve again. Love 30. Serving to the forehand of Parks. Return goes up the line to the forehand of Eala. Parks, backhand. Is good. To the forehand of Eala. Parks with the backhand drop shot. Eala's going to get there, but Parks volleys it away. Love 40. Eala scrambled for that one. All right. Love 40. Love 40. Jeez. Nice work by Parks. I mean, Parks has hit some great drop shots today. You wouldn't expect her to have that kind of finesse with the power that she wields, but she's hit some really nice drop shots. Second serve, Eala. Second serve. Double fault. All right, Parks breaks back. Brutal. Brutal. All right, back on serve. All right. 2-0. As we're back in for Parks, missed it wide. And it's love 15. Cam did say Parks was going to be dangerous. Look, they don't call me old Mr. Tennis for nothing. Nobody calls me that. But don't call me that. That's a weird name. So stupid. Love 15. As Parks serves again. Down the tee, the backhand of Eala. Return goes the forehand of Parks. Eala backhand down the middle. Parks gets it back. But overhits it. Love 30. Jeez, Parks needs to get the lead here because she's done all the hard work of getting back into it. And now she's about to throw it away. Love 30. Serve again from Parks. Down to the forehand of Eala. Parks forehand inside out in the net. Goes wide. Love 40. Again, Eala just getting back the rocket. That was a huge set. 188 and Eala got it back with ease. All right, love 40 Eala. To get the break again. Man, Parks, she gets the first serve in and it doesn't matter. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Return into the forehand of Parks. Eala gets it back with the forehand to the backhand of Parks. Parks in the net. Eala breaks again. And a big shout by Eala. And the crowd go wild. 3-2. Eala breaks again. God, Parks let herself down. She worked hard to get back in it, and Eala breaks again. 3-2. Oh, hello. Someone's at the door. Who could that be? Probably nobody. All right, we're back on. Eala is leading, is what I was trying to say. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2. All right. Cam's Pizza is here. No. Who was at the door? Just the postman. Apparently, I bought myself a package or so. What did I buy? Probably something on Amazon. Probably supplies to get me through the week. No pizza, just probably tea. I need more tea. I'm running out of tea. Secret formula. Hey, thank you, Colo, for becoming a member. Sorry, for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate that. All right, Eala, 3-2. She breaks again. Can't believe Noskova lost. Yeah. I mean, that's massive for Eala, right? I mean, what a plus, you know? That's definitely a plus. As a backhand return from Parks goes out, 15 love. But McNally's no joke. Don't overlook McNally. No, 15 love. 14K viewers, I know, right? Crazy. $15 love. There's a bit of return. Into the forehand of Eala. Back in it from Parks. Again to the forehand of Eala. Eala shanks it wide. 15-0. 15-0. Eala just couldn't get to that one. It's a little too short of reach. As Eala serves again. Into the forehand of Parks. Good return. Eala gets it back though. Slice Parks in the net. Eala just gets it back. 30-15. Please stop spamming about protecting your serve at all costs. Just we read it the first 50 times. Please stop writing it. Spamming doesn't work. Also, you're writing an essay. I'm not going to read an essay. Serve. Down the tee, the forehand of Parks. Return goes backhand of Eala. Forehand from Parks. Again to the back of Eala is Parks. Backhand again to the backhand of Eala. Parks on the attack. Cross court. Eala gets it back with a slice in the net. And Parks shakes the fist. 30-all. 30-all. I'll tell you, when Parks gets into a rhythm like that, God, it's dangerous. Good defense by Eala, but just one too many shots. Been there. 30-all. As Eala serves. Into the back of the Parks. Return goes out. Clutch by Eala. First serve needed. 40-30. 40-30. This crowd are going nuts again. They're definitely rowdier now. Because they know Eala needs it, you know. 40-30. Another good serve. Parks hits it out again. Two good serves at 30-all. That's clutch. 4-2. Eala leads in the final set. Clutch, it's called unforced errors. What do you mean? It's called a forced error. Unforced would mean that Parks had an easy return to hit, and she missed it. Those were good serves. Parks missed the return because the serve was good, not because she fucked it up. Come on, buddy. It's called clutch. When you serve two unreturnables, it's called clutch. Come on now. Back to Parks. Parks has to hold. Has to hold. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Return goes deep into the back of Parks. Eala. Forehand again. Parks goes up the line. That was unforced. That went long. Love 15. Love 15. The crowd needs Nole. Why? Love 15. Well, what's he going to do? Love 15. Serve out wide as a let. All right, serve again. That's a fault. Second serve. The crowd go wild. Jeez. All right, calm down. That was a bit That was a bit much. That was a bit... Come on now. Double fault. They go wild still. Love 30. Jeez. First serve fault and everyone's like, woo! That was a little much. Come on. Come on. That wasn't cheering Eala. That was not cheering Eala, that one. All right, love 30. It worked, though. Double fault. Serve again, Parks. Into the back of Eala. Return goes short. Parks up the middle. Hits a winner. Hasn't been able to do that enough, Parks. 15-30. She hasn't been getting short returns. That's why. Like, she's hit those serves, but Eala's been hitting the returns deep. That you can't do that. You can't attack the deep return. That's the first time, I think, one of the only times that Eala's hit the return short enough for Parks to attack. 15-30. Parks serves another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve into the back end of Eala. Return. Into the corner. Parks. Cross court. Eala gets it up the line. Parks with a slice. Goes in the net. Eala's got a chance for a double break. And to serve for the match. And get revenge. And this crowd might not know that. Or they do. That's why they're cheering even louder. But she will be serving for revenge. If she can break again. And the crowd's going wild. I tell you, putting her on center court. Big brain. Big brain, Toronto. Big brain. If I was tournament director, I would have done the same thing. Serving to the front of Eala. Return goes in the back of the Parks. Parks, it's a winner. 30-40. 30-40. The crowd cheering cheering mistakes is way more annoying than AI signs. False. You won't be saying that in 10 years when AI is telling you what to do. You'll be like, oh, I should have listened to that guy. AI signs was the start of it. Bro saying cheering too loud. That's your problem? Nah. Trust me. Backhand goes in to the corner. Parks. Parks shanks it. It goes out. It's 5-2. And the Eala fans are going nuts. And she's going to serve the match. All right. Double break. Eala is ready for revenge. I'll tell you though, despite Parks losing at the moment, she's still going to be a problem in the future. You don't want to play her anytime soon if you're Eala. That second set shows how dangerous she still is. But the difference between January and now is that Eala's much more consistent. And she's not afraid. Also, her serve's not scared. Like, she's not scared of being attacked on serve, right? That's a big difference to January. Her serve is not as attackable or vulnerable. And her confidence when playing these big servers, she's beaten Raducanu, right? She's beaten Zhang. She's beaten Osaka. You know, the big servers of the tour. So Parks, she knows how to win these matches. These players don't scare her as much anymore. Soon, thank you for the donations. Appreciate that. That's very generous. Sorry I didn't get to them straight away, but thank you for the for like the $20 combined. Appreciate that. Soon me. Appreciate it. All right, chat. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Eala doubles tomorrow night, but more important than that, well, maybe not for some of you, but for everyone who's more of a tennis fan, we've got Sabalenka, we've got Swiatek, we've got who else playing tomorrow? Hang on. We've got who else playing tomorrow? I don't know. Pegula? Maybe. 15 love Eala. Pegula? I think so. Demonor's playing tomorrow. Hodar's playing tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, backhand goes into the corner. Parks. Passing shot Eala. Too good. 30 love. 2 points away. Yeah, Pegula's playing tomorrow. Anisimova, Keys, Svitolina, all playing tomorrow. And then, of course, Venus and Eala are playing doubles. Do we have a name for them? Do we have a name? We have to figure out a name. This time tomorrow night, we've got the doubles. I love 30 love. As we serve now, the back of the Parks. Parks hits it wide. 40 love Eala. Match points. Parks has been a problem. But Eala is a lot better than she was in January. Things have changed. Serve again. Down the tee, the forehand of Parks. Return goes in, the forehand of Eala. Parks. Forehand in the net. There it is. Eala raises her fist. And she is on a 6-match win streak. She gets revenge over Alycia Parks. I tell you, this is becoming a fun little rivalry, though. It's 1-1 now. Both 3-setters. You know what I want to see? I want to see them play at the US Open. I want to see them play at the US Open with Parks at home. Because they're played in 2 neutral venues. Now, neutral is they're supposed to be neutral, but the Filipinos are showing up everywhere. But playing in America, playing in New York against Eala. Now, that doesn't guarantee that Eala's not going to get support, because we all know that Eala gets support everywhere. But I kind of want to see them play at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Parks in front of her crowd, see what happens. Because we know the Parks, it does get Parks, does get to Parks a little bit, the crowd. But what happens when the crowd's not so bad against her, right? But maybe it will be. New York might be the same. All right, GG's. Good win. Stick around. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stick around for a little bit. But great recovery from Eala. I'll tell you, the second set definitely sent shockwaves. Also, Monfils won 6-love in the second against Tien. What the hell? Tien got a busted up elbow, though. All right. Hey, Robert. Thank you for the $15. Appreciate that. That's very generous. Hey, Soon Me, thank you for the $14 as well. Appreciate it. And the 50 as well. Can we get some salutes for Robert and Soon Me in the house? Thank you for that. That's very generous. You didn't need to do that. Thank you for the 50 as well. Bloody hell. And also thank you for the $5 super sticker from Colo. I don't know why super stickers don't get shown up on the screen. I have to figure that out. Congrats, Alex. That's it. Big win. No, actually, you know what? It's big win. It's definitely a personal win, right? To get that one back. We've talked about it all year, right? Her worst loss was to Parks in Australia, who was 99 in the world at the time, right? That's what I say in every preview, because that's what it is. Getting that win back at least reverses that, right? And we kind of go, oh, well, her worst loss now isn't against Parks, because she's kind of rectified it, right? She's got revenge or whatever. She's avenged the loss. I don't know what her worst loss is now. Maybe Olenakova on the clay. That was a pretty, not a bad loss because it's on clay, but at least now she's flipped it back. What a match. Yeah, great match. Great win. Now she plays McNally, which was not the player that we thought she'd be playing. Which is a shame. I really wanted her to play Noskova right now. It would have been a great match. Would have been a great time for her to take Noskova on. But she might have beaten Noskova based on what happened today. But McNally is no joke. McNally's gonna make a stand as well. So don't overestimate McNally. Pia, thank you for the donation as well. Thanks for Alex Cover. Congrats, Alex. Thank you for the donation. I don't know why the Pirate's not speaking. Maybe it's late. I don't know. Will you watch Hodam Musetti tomorrow? I'm thinking about it, yeah. I think so. I think we will. I think that'll be on the card. It's either that or Sabalenka, so I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of wish they were playing during the day so we could watch them without having to watch the world number one, but kind of got to watch Sabalenka. I don't know. We'll see. I'm planning to. US Open, will Alex home crowd for sure? Well, if she plays an American, it'll be interesting. kind of want her to play. I want a trilogy between her and Parks. You're going to make a video to react to that? Probably. The cover of tennis matches is awesome. And a bit of nostalgia. Reminds me of a time when radio announcers describe boxing matches. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy it. Started this channel 8 years ago. Nobody else was doing anything like this on YouTube. There was other tennis channels like Gil, for example, Gil Gross. He was covering some of the ATP back then. But yeah. Was watching Shanghai, didn't know what. I'd seen other sports cover this way, like, you know, NBA or UFC. And I thought, you know what? I like tennis. Maybe somebody else out there wants to talk about tennis. And here we are, 8 years later and 300,000 people later. So I'm glad that that we were able to, this was able to be a thing. And I'm just glad that we get to actually enjoy the matches together. Because most people, like me, I live alone. I don't get to talk about tennis much besides here. If I didn't have this channel, I would be talking to no one. Hey, thank you, Doc, for the donation as well. Appreciate that. Anonymous, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. And Sonmi, thank you for the $100 super chat. That's very generous again. Thank you so much. Sonmi, can we get some more salutes for the donations? Ridiculous. Thank you, Sonmi, again for the super chat. We will break down this match in a second. Your words are very clear for an Aussie. Thank you. I get that a lot. In fact, I get told that I'm not an Australian. Son me again with $100 super chat. Appreciate that. That's crazy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nelm for the 7 from Sydney. What's up? Go Hoda. We'll probably watch him tomorrow. Thank you, Niv, for the $2 as well. Bloody hell. Lost my train of thought. What was I saying? It's wild that McNally took out Alex's weakness. That is Noskova. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. I mean, look, McNally's legit. And McNally shouldn't be overlooked. But McNally is a lot less scary than Noskova for Eala. We know how scary Noskova is. Hey, Robert, thank you for the 15 as well. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 15. Very generous chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let me go through this. Let me break it down. Let's break this match down. Because I'll tell you, it was a super competitive match. It's a lot of fun. Parks, I'm glad Parks came to play in the second set because it was looking a little bit too easy for Eala for a little bit. All right, so we've just seen Eala take out Parks in a 3-setter, just like in Australia, but this time Eala got the win, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of big shots, a lot of big serving as well. Let's go have a look at how it went. All right, so you can see there, it was just under 2 hours, and it was a 3-set for Alex, and it was really interesting to see Parks, how she dealt with the crowd again, because we know that in Australia, she didn't really like the crowd. Moments today, she also didn't like the crowd. But 39 winners, 57 errors from Parks, 12 winners, 27 from errors from Eala. She was a little bit tight in the second set, and even at the start of the third, there were moments there where Eala was making some mistakes. 6 double faults for Eala. We haven't seen that too often. She's been serving really, really well lately. Parks with the 10 aces, 8 double faults. That's kind of normal for her. The serving though was pretty good by Eala, and you know she did break Parks a lot, who has a massive serve. So kudos to that. But let's have a look at how this was actually going. All right, so the first set there, Eala was serving first, which is super smart when you're playing against somebody like Parks. You don't want to give her an advantage. Eala holds, Parks holds, and for a while there, first few games, they were both holding pretty easily. Then as Eala does, she gets the early break. She takes the first break. And then she actually got a double break against Parks, kind of like she did in Australia, where she went up 6-love in the first set. This time, she was up 6-1, and she takes it on her third set point, and she wins the first set 6-1. All right, second set, and Parks served first this time, and it actually proved a big difference. She holds serve after a really tough marathon game in that first game, and then Parks holds again to keep the lead at 2-1. Then Parks had to save a bunch of break points at 2-all because Eala was really starting to fight. Eala kept holding serve super easy, though, and this is the story of the match up until this point. Then Parks starts to get a hold of her serve a little bit easier, and then all of a sudden, at 5-4, Parks goes up love 40, and on her first break point was a set point, she breaks Eala for the first time in the match. Third set, and Eala breaks straight away, just like nothing ever happened. And the momentum switch that Parks, had the momentum, she totally lost it as Eala breaks straight away. Then she holds, then Parks holds pretty easily. There was times there where Parks was either holding really easily or playing these marathon games. This time she holds easy. She actually ends up breaking Eala back to get to 2-all, but Eala breaks straight back again, so not letting Parks get the lead at all in this final set. Then Eala holds at 30-all, very tricky game. She gets the insurance break, goes up to 5-2, and then on her first match point, Eala gets revenge. She beats Parks and avenges the loss that she had in Australia, which was a similar scoreline in the first two sets. The third set this time around, Eala was not going to be overpowered. Really fun matchup there. Really interesting to see how Eala was handling the power of Parks. Parks made too many errors, though, and she missed too many first serves in that first set and was really behind from the start. She did, steal the second set, but she couldn't keep that momentum going into the third, and that's what really hurt Parks. Had she have held serve early in the third, maybe it would have been a different story for her, but Eala avenges the loss. She's into the third round. She's got to play McNally, who took out Noskova, of course. Noskova is Eala's boogie woman, so a good win there for McNally, but also a great opportunity for Eala to take on somebody new. She never played McNally, so it's going to be really fun to see how she does, and now the door's open for Eala. With Noskova out the way, there's, a quarterfinal potentially on the cards in the way she's been playing. You got to think she's going to be a massive chance of doing that. Let me know in the comments below, though. How far can Eala go here? She's obviously on a massive win streak as well, dating back to Washington. She's played so well over the last couple of months as well. She's, since Roland Garros, she's won so many matches and really not losing that many as well, unless she's playing a certain type of player. But she's going to play McNally in the next round. We'll watch that in a couple of days' time. But there it is. Eala takes out Parks and gets revenge. All right. Thank you, Jim, by the way, for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And thank you, Jersey, for the donation. Thank you, Cam. Go Alex. Go Alex. Go Alex. Go Alex. All right. Is everyone happy? I hope so. Well, maybe not everybody, but you can't make everybody happy. But what type of player is McNally? That's a great... McNally is... So she can volley. She's a good doubles player. She can come to the net. She's really good. She's a bit of an all-rounder, but she also has the power of someone like a Noskova or like a Mertens, right? So she's almost like Mertens. So, and I know that's like, I'm comparing her to people that Eala's lost to. But that's the thing. She's scary like that. So, yeah, she's not going to be an easy opponent, even though it'll probably the odds will be in Eala's favor. She'll be the favorite, but McNally is strong returner. She can serve volley. So she's a bit of a, she's got an all-round game, kind of a bit like Mukova, Krejcikova. She can play like that. Now, she's not as consistent as them, but she has got that. She's got a lot of those weapons. So it's going to be interesting to see how Eala deals with that, because it is going to be a different type of player that she's played. And if McNally's riding high off the confidence of beating Noskova, but also remember, there could be a dip, because when you beat someone like Noskova, who just won a slam, that's a huge win. And then you got to back it up. So that's where Eala's going to have the advantage. But Eala's going to be playing on center court, I'm sure. It'll be on Friday night. I mean, if they've given her center court on the first match, why wouldn't they give her center court every match? I think they're committed to her center court. And why wouldn't they? I mean, she's winning. Why wouldn't you give her center court? Like, if she's winning, there's no reason not to, you know? Soon, Alex will be top 10 before end of year. Look, if she has a good run here, she will get closer. But at the end of the day, if she finishes top 20, that is a great season. Like, I feel like at the moment, if you're an Eala fan, like, yeah, okay, dream big. But don't be disappointed if she doesn't make top 10, because she's basically, like, this is a career best year. I mean, top 20, right? These things don't happen straight away. So, like, 2 years ago, she was playing ITF events. She wasn't even playing challenges. She was playing like the lowest rank of tour 2 years ago, right? And now she's in the top 20 and she's beating a lot of players. And again, if this is where she ends the year at this exact moment, if this is all she does, it's been a great season. Great season. And an improvement on last year, which is the main thing, right? Improving. And then next year will be top 10, you know? So that's, again, don't be disappointed if this is as good as she gets for this year, because it's been phenomenal. Like, top 20 by the end of the year would be, if she maintains this, that'd be great. Top 10 would be ridiculous, but, you know, again, don't worry if she doesn't get to top 10 now. She's 21. She can get the top 10 next year and still have time. Like, yeah, it's all about progress. Exactly. Top 20 is a great accomplishment. Yeah. No, it's no joke. And plus, the WTA is so intense right now that top 10 is very hard to get into. Osaka can't get into the top 10 right now, and she's a 4-time champion, right? Kostyuk has been in and out of the top 10. You know, she's had one of the best years out of everybody this year. So top 10 is very hard. So don't get disappointed if she doesn't make top 10. But top 20. If she maintains this at the end of the year, she goes down as a phenomenal season. And then next year, we'll be trying to survive, right, and keep that going, but also then go one better, right? Try and get to top 10 up next year. It's all about the taking the steps, right? One step at a time. Even if it's just, one ranking spot at a time, right? Goes from 20 to 19 to 18 to 17, right? Doesn't need to go from 20 to 10 in like a blink of an eye. Now, if she wins the US Open, that might happen, but the US Open's a long way away. Sell it, Matt Cam, for being our Cambayan. Now, I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. I don't know what that means, but I trust that means something good. I hope I didn't swear. Or did I just? I didn't just diss myself. By the way, Monfils and Tiana battling it out in the final set over there. It is 5-2 for Tien. Final set there. But yeah, so Eala's playing doubles tomorrow. We'll be watching that. And then, of course, we'll watch her singles against McNally in a couple of days. I'm sure she's playing at night. I don't think they'll put her on Friday. They might put her on Sunday during the day if she wins the next round and she plays Bencic on the Sunday, or Townsend. But on the on the Friday, if you're in the Philippines, it should be at night. So, sorry, it should be in the morning for you guys. So, again, I'm just guessing, but I've been watching tennis a while, so and I've been guessing the schedules for a while. And I'm pretty sure the tournament will want to cash in on Eala night session matches when they can. I would be a little surprised if they put her against McNally during the day. Especially after what happened tonight with the crowd and how big and crazy they were. Why wouldn't they? They'll probably announce it today. They'll be like, Eala's playing on Friday night. Yeah, so tomorrow is doubles with Venus. So watch that tomorrow night. By the way, chat, if you are from the Philippines and you are watching Eala, we are watching the doubles, but we're also watching Sabalenka. So come and watch. I'm encouraging you all to come and watch that too, because I know you're all not going to do it, but that's fine. But come and watch Sabalenka. She's the best player in the world. If you want to be number one in the world, if you want Eala to be number one, come and watch Sabalenka if you haven't, because that's who the best player is. So that's who you have to beat and who you have to play like if you want to be number one. So come watch Sabalenka to get an idea of what it takes to be number one and what it'll take for Eala. Because Sabalenka is the only player that I think a lot of people are waiting for Eala to play. Like, give her a test, right? She played everybody else. So yeah, come watch Sabalenka. She's the best on the planet, and she'll she'll be the she's the one to beat. And Sabalenka is very, very dangerous. If she does play Eala, it'd be very fun. Be very, very fun. All right, Tien, by the way, is about to beat Monfils. We are about to end the day's play. Now I'm going to go outside. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. Hell yeah. I'm going thrifting. Let's go thrifting. Maybe one day, Chad, I'll take you with me. Maybe. It's me again. I think 2 days ago I saw a video or reel, but with time, I think more a compliment. That video was all about reaction. Okay? Thanks for coming back. Thrifting in winter is yeah, it's cold out for sure. I'm freezing, but that's all right. I'm on the hunt for music, so I'm going to be looking for music, you know. See you next match. See you later. You should take us thrifting. I mean, I don't know how to do that. Fly. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. And thank you, Play, for the 5 as well. New York will be full of Filipino crowd. Vamos, Alex. Hey, look. I'm not saying that New York's not going to be full of Eala fans too, but I'm interested to see her play an American in America. I want to see her play Parks in America. I just want to see a rematch of this. Like this is a fun matchup. I know Eala fans like no, never again. But I don't know. I like this match. I think it really. I mean, I like watching Parks, so any excuse. But like, it's fun to watch her play Eala because the contrast in styles is so much fun to watch. For me, as a tennis purist, I like watching contrast in styles. I don't like watching the same players play each other the same way every time, right? I'm a tennis. At the end of the day, I'm a tennis purist, and I like seeing style contrast, which we don't usually get these days because, unfortunately, some players play very similar to other players, so we kind of get the same. You know, we get two players playing from the baseline the whole time, but seeing someone with a massive serve taking on somebody who's going to be scrambling around the baseline, I love that. I love seeing that contrast, and I love seeing the defensive Eala and the power of Parks, right? It's nice and fun to watch. Plus, I want to see Parks hit a 200-kilometer-hour serve. Eventually, she will. She will do it, and we will be watching it. Parks' serve is going to click to 200 eventually. We're going to be watching it against Eala, hopefully. By the way, Monfils is down match point. And Monfils is hanging on. He's fallen on the ground, but he survives. Medi on the downward turn in his career. But Medi's had that already, right? By the way, we're almost at 4,000 likes. Hang on. Don't forget to like the video as well if you haven't already. We're almost at 4,000. Medi's had these bad runs a lot. And we also, everyone says that as well, right? Everyone's like, oh, well, he's lost a couple of bad matches. Now he's on a bad streak. But I don't know. I think Medi's just not as consistent as he maybe once was, but I wouldn't write him off. I wouldn't be writing off Medi just yet. I still think he's, look at the start of the year. Remember at Indian Wells in Miami, he pushed Sinner, right? I mean, nobody can do that except for Alcaraz. So I wouldn't be writing him off just yet. Well, Monf survives. We'll stick around to the end of this Monf match, I reckon. Venus Williams, that's my daughter. Okay, well, she's playing tomorrow. She is playing tomorrow. Did anyone notice that Alex is so focused serving even during the shouts in the background? Yeah. Eala's been super locked in. Obviously, you're for Parks. Really? Really now? You think I was for Parks, did you? Okay. Gauff is probably coaching McNally. They will be they're doubles partners tomorrow. Oh wait, they're playing together. Yeah, I'll tell you, McNally is gonna get a lot of help from Parks. She'll get advice from Parks. She'll get advice from Gauff. She'll come into that match with at least knowing what to expect, especially when it comes to crowd. And yeah, because she's close with Gauff. I think she's close. I don't know if she's close with Parks, but I think her and Parks grew up together as well. I think. Because Parks and Gauff are friendly, right? I think. So I'm sure McNally's been around as well. So McNally's going to, even if it's just Coco, right? Coco's going to give her a lot of advice on how to play Eala, how to play against the crowd, right? It's not just playing Eala. You're going to play a whole stadium. So, yeah, it will be interesting. See how McNally does, Joint won? Yeah. Hell yeah. Tien just won. All right. That out call by the crowd cost Alex a break. Yeah, the crowd distracted Eala at times too, Nothing. The funniest part of the match though, and I hope it gets clipped because it was so funny, is I think it was either an error or a fault, and the crowd cheer up, and Parks' reaction was just rolling her eyes back into the back of her head was so funny. I was like, oh man, that is so funny. That was such a great reaction from Parks, and it just said it all. That reaction was hilarious. So hopefully we get to see that in a clip or something. That was so funny. That's why I love. That's why I like watching Parks too, because she's not as stoic and scary and intimidating as she can be. She also isn't gonna bite her tongue, right? She's going to speak out. She's going to be outspoken when things are not going her way and she's not enjoying it. So yeah, that's why I like watching Parks too. She's entertaining. You know, she's entertaining. All right, chat. Let's get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. Starting with, and not in this again. I'm not sure exactly if we're going to watch every single one of these matches, but here are the matches that are happening. So tomorrow, we've got on the men's side of things, you got Feast, Demonor, Hodar versus Musetti rematch. Lehechka's playing tomorrow. Tiafoe's playing tomorrow night. So that's a bunch of the men's matches. And on the women's side, we've got Swiatek playing during the day. We've got Pegula, Keys versus Kostyuk. That's fire. Anisimova's playing tomorrow. Svitolina, Sabalenka, and then Venus is playing doubles with Eala, which we'll watch as well. So, yeah. Also, Schneider and Kalinskaya are playing as well. So, a lot of tennis tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to watch a bunch of matches again. Finishing with the doubles, which is going to be nice to finish with a nice, fun little doubles match at the end. But thanks for joining again for another. I think this is the first time. I don't know if it's the first time. I haven't checked, but it's definitely the first time that I can think of that that we've been the number one stream in the country, which is incredible. So thank you all for being here. We were the number one stream in Australia for a good hour. So there we go. And it's, by the way, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Australia. So like, it's not like it's midnight where we can, nobody else is awake. Like that's a pretty big deal. Anyways, we'll be back to do it again tomorrow. Eala wins, gets revenge, gets back that loss against Parks that she took in Australia. 6-1, 4-6, 6-2. She takes the win. She's into the third round. She'll take on McNally. Previews, all that fun stuff coming out. Join me tomorrow. Big day again. We'll be mostly watching the ladies because all the men are falling down. Unfortunately, on the ATP side, it's falling apart. But Eala gets a win. And again, by the way, massive shout out to everybody who donated. That's very, very generous. You don't have to donate. None of that actually, it's appreciated, but it's never expected. So thank you, Sonmi and Robert, who were just donating like crazy. That's very generous. Appreciate it. Again, don't feel obliged in the future, but again, it is much appreciated. We're back to do it all again tomorrow. See you then.